Hi, everybody. Peace, 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 peace. Welcome to the main attraction on this Saturday or Sunday at this point. This is where the party's at. This is where, everybody's standing front line, but then it's front line Senna. Everybody's on the guest list. Or is everybody on the guest list? Let's see. Hi, Holly Grace. Hi, Linda Nolasco. Hi, Pumpkin Ziggy. Lisa C. Eggleston. Linda. Patricia Casey. The man, the myth, the legend. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Teresa McGuire. Hi, A. Hi, Corey K. Siobhan. Audrey Jane is in the house. Rich Mitch in the house. James Stansfield. And we got Steph or Rich Kidding. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thumb up the live stream. We're just coming out of a 3-hour pre-show. High Star Medicine, Xavier Gray, wow, which was exclusive to Tier 2 members and Tier 2 patrons of the Fashion Bunker. So thank you so much for supporting the Fashion Bunker. What happens in the pre-show stays in the pre-show, as they say. And in fact, boy, oh boy, did we have a lot to talk about in the pre-show. In fact, the pre-show usually varies between 1 hour and, gosh, the longest we ever went was 4 hours. Today was one of those 3-hour pre-shows. Sometimes they're an hour, 2.5, 3, It was a 3-hour pre-show. So we are all like, oh my gosh, wow, a lot happened. So every Saturday there's a pre-show, and every first Saturday of the month, the pre-show is open also to Tier 1 members and Tier 1 patrons. Otherwise, Tier 2, which is the higher tier, Tier 2 is open every Saturday to all the people. Hey, Polyhesta. Thought you would be sleeping by now. Hi, Don Donuts. Lizem. Listen, Liz. Gloria Recinos. Hola, Diego. Hola, Bagger Familia. Debbie, did you check the Insta? Just in case. How's your throat, Jacob? So, never had any complaints. Usually that joke is reserved to how's your head, but I think it applies to throat as well. Highland Fari, how's it going? No, yeah, it's doing better, Patricia. Thank you. There's no reason for you to freak out. I was reading the chats earlier. You were like freaking out about the pre-show. Don't worry, we got this covered. I don't want you to have any anxiety attacks. In the pre-show when we're filming a topic, especially the pre-show when we're filming a topic, it's easy. It's not like publicly live. It's just between us. So, I can always edit stuff out and change it if I have a misdirection or misinformation of any kind. And I can also refilm a segment. So don't worry. No stress at all. I don't want you to get like anxiety attacks because, no reason for that. Good afternoon, Deborah, darling. Oh, no reason to feel bad, Patricia. Look, this is what happens when you film live. Okay, things can go wrong. And when they go wrong, you fix them. That's just the magic of being live. It's totally fine. It's a part of it, the anxiety, because we are live, in fact. Engine Boxing, how's it going? We'll keep listening. Whilst I clean my aquarium. Bougie. Love that. Love that on a weekend. Those happy fish. Zeitgeist, how's it going? Hello, Jacob. Question. What do you think of the Chanel Micro Serum? Is it worth it? Girl, you got to learn to kind of dose, you're asking. There's a time for everything. We're saying hello, You start already, but you're like, when they start the race and they burn like the skid when you leave you start on the street and you leave the black marks on the street. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to it. You're hyper. It's like, oh my God, you guys. Hi, Aperol Spritz. How's it going? Editing is always an option for sure. I'm too sensitive, an empath. No, but don't worry about it. It's the pre-show, So, hi, Azir. How's it going, sweetie? Good afternoon. Hello, sweetie. How's it going? Hi, A. Oh, don't worry, Zeitgeist. All good. He's like, oh, sorry. I mean, don't forget to thumb up the live stream. Okay, thumb up the live stream because like it's a mess with the algorithm in summer. Something happened after the outage of internet and everything. You know what I'm saying? When like everything got blocked off because internet, not internet. What was it? Like all the PCs got blocked. I'm telling you. No, something real. Okay, so something happened, and because as the airport started working again and the plane started flying again, the YouTube algorithm changed. Something happened, and actually, YouTube also sent like, "Oh, we're sorry, something is not working." I don't know what happened. Um, what was the problem? I think there was something. YouTube said something was not working. I'm like, something is not working? Let me tell you, the algorithm is not working because people are not getting notifications. Like everything stopped. Everything stopped all of a sudden. So I don't know if I'm the only one having this issue. The issue will take weeks to fix. Right, Lanfari? I also have a feeling everything slowed down, you guys. And I'm noticing it on my channel. But hey, it is what it is. Holy Grace says, I didn't even know that it happened when it happened. Blissful ignorance. Yeah. The joys of being a Mac user as well, kind of. A security program for Microsoft computers. Yeah. Well, we'll go. But Audrey says, Dacob, my juicy peach. Thank you, Doc. Oh, Debbie, if you're too naughty, I'll handle you. A burnout, says Corey K. Sort of a burnout. Yeah, I don't even see the channels I subscribe to. Yeah, it's weird, right? Something is happening, you guys. It really is. It really, something is happening. Like, also, I have been unsubscribed from channels that I am subscribed to. Like, a ton of weird stuff happened. A code was put in wrong. He was fired. So sad. He's human. Yeah. Yeah, you understand. Uh-huh. Debbie said 911 was down because of that up here. Yeah, I don't even see the channels I subscribe to. Oh, I was watching Simply Nailogical and she got demonetized for the weirdest things. Well, no, I'm not going to throw shade. I like her a lot, actually. I have her nail polish, so there you go. That is weird as naked eyes. Deborah says, I was thinking I'm never awake for the notifications, but still should get them. FOMO. You're here now, baby. But something went wrong. I don't know. I just have the feeling because like all the type of content that I'm making and the strategies implemented, the thumbnails, the titles, it's like all just stopped working. So let's see if it kind of starts working again. Unless somebody doesn't wish to throw shade at me again and try to say that my content isn't relevant. Oh, well. You can still tip your irrelevant host down here if you like what I do. Hi, Velasquez. Oh, Holly Grace. It was again the penal colony, darling. Who do you think? I'm not getting notifications for most of the channels I've selected the bell icon for. Same with me. And actually, hi Pow, hi SH, it unsubscribed me. Oh, good. Oh, Patricia, okay, you got the notification. That's good. Celine Dion's drama has arrived, bitch. Listen, Polly has stopped. I had enough of you. Go to the gym, stop taking selfies in front of the mirror. And I don't want to see you buying those ugly ass Mugler sunglasses.
$20.
Thank you, Nancy. Hit it, Bubbles, for Nancy. Oh my God, the timing, honey. Oh, honey, the timing of the confetti. Oh, Nancy. Oh, this was the timing. Thank you so much, my love. And Daddy Chill, right? Polyester. Speaking of drama and Celine Dion at the Olympics, she went to see, I mean, you guys, you gotta love the woman. She had a private audience with the Mona Lisa. Yes, she talks about the Mona Lisa as if she were alive. The drama. She had a she had a private guide of the Louvre. They closed the Louvre just for her. Like, like okay. And then they filmed her in front of the Mona Lisa. And she's like, you know, I'm like, oh my God, Celine, calm down, girl. Like, okay, it's the Mona Lisa. We get it. Pretty picture. Oh my God. Holy Grace, the Olympics are such an eye roll. It's a travesty. I've never seen worse opening ceremony, if you could call that an opening ceremony. It opened something, but not a ceremony. And oh my God, so bad, so cringe. I can't even. Terrible, terrible, just terrible. Speaking of terrible, I have an announcement to make. Very sad news. Very, very sad news. It concerns Pharrell Williams. Um, you know, yeah, the Doves. Thank you. I was waiting for the Doves. Only Linda and Debbie remembered. Okay, everybody. There you go. There you go. There, everybody remembered. You're my people. Yes. Pharrell Williams has passed away. According to Instagram comments underneath a post made by Jamie Lee Curtis. What will go, will go. These are the times we're living in. The young generation. Look at all the doves in the chats. Look at all the doves in the chats. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all the doves. What do you guys think the doves are a symbol of? When I post a dove, I feel it's a symbol of peace. Birds of a feather flock together, stuff like that. But no, apparently everybody who's 15 and under thinks that a dove is a symbol of death. Well, let me show you what Jamie Lee Curtis, our Scream Queen, posted on her Instagram account. She made everybody scream, honey. Our Scream Queen made everybody scream. So Jamie Lee Curtis, this lovely, gorgeous lady here, and well, as the lawsuit would claim, and the individual Pharrell Williams, Jamie Lee Curtis posted this: two doves, and then two emojis, which are orange circle and red and orange square, which are not visible here, at Pharrell. You guys, Gen Alpha Beta, I don't know at this point what gen we're at, went ballistic. They had no clue what was going on, and they thought that this meant that Jamie Lee Curtis stated on her Insta up here, as the Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish, that Pharrell kicked the bucket. So the comments are insane. So I can read you. Somebody said, "Is he okay? He's alive, right? Why are you posting doves? Everyone thinking he's dead." So I don't think he's dead. I think he's alive, you guys. It's just that Jamie Lee Curtis posted two birds, like to say, like, look, we're birds of a feather. We flock together. We're both wearing similar glasses. I think that's what she was going for. But apparently she did not know that the younger generations use the dove to symbolize something different than what her generation uses. And this is a very interesting example of how easily manipulated today's generations are, really. Look at that. One Instagram post with one tiny thing. These two tiny doves caused such chaos that Jamie Lee Curtis had to shut off the comments on this post because lost in translation. Totally, totally, totally. No, 5 said, there you go. How old are you, number 5? Because this is literally a symbol of peace, and the dove is carrying in its beak the olive branch. The olive branch, you give it to someone to create peace again. Let's make peace. So, in fact, I do believe if we're going to type out, the doves are carrying an olive branch for peace. Exactly, Patricia. That's right. So if I were to, let me see. one of the pictures that appears is a dove when I type in peace as an option for an emoji. Of course, you can also choose the actual peace emoji as well. This is the first time I heard dove is associated with death, says Stanley. Dove usually symbolizes peace. In fact, this is an olive branch. It does symbolize peace. But this is just to show you guys how a generational shift, can make entire understanding of one symbol turn upside down on its head. Completely. Isn't that fascinating? Isn't that fascinating? So anyway, we're wishing Pharrell all the best. May he live a long and prosperous life. Jamie Lee obviously did not mean... Everything I say in this live stream is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. But I would believe that Jamie Lee did not wish to create a misunderstanding, obviously. But there you go. So... A says, if someone is unalived, I wouldn't put our pics matching sunglasses. It's just off. It's completely off, A. I agree with you. And this is like what I say like about like the newer generations, like not reading the room properly. Birds of a Feather is the song she chose. They're wearing the same or similar glasses. And that's why she said they're birds of a feather, because they have like similar taste in glasses. And that's why the two birds and the two emojis that you don't see here, one is a circle that's orange inside, and one is a square that's orange inside, because these are more square shaped, these are circle shaped. So that's what she was implying there, that they are like, look at us, birds of a feather. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for Gen Alpha or whatever to understand, and they just went ballistic on her. They're like, oh my God, he's dead. He's a panic. Total panic in the comment section. There you go, V-Sense. You're also super young. V-Sense says, I thought he had died. It's a generational thing, you guys. I think they are just impatient. They don't spare time to actually think it through. But also, people don't read longer captions that are longer than 4 emojis and a name. You know what I'm saying? Because so funny as Johnny, says Johnny, right? Hi, Johnny, by the way. Critical thinking skills failing, says Debs. I mean... But some comments are blaming her and calling her a boomer. You see, this is the problem that I have also with this, because some of the people are like calling her a boomer because like she doesn't know how to use the emojis. I'm like, no, this is not Jamie Lee Curtis's fault. This is a dove with an olive branch, and the olive branch is a symbol of peace. So I don't know, you guys, you know. No, she was not in the wrong, says Debbie. No, I don't think she was in the wrong. Yeah, the boomer comments, I hate them as well. It's like so easy, like, oh, everything that's not you, that's not like your lingo, you're gonna kind of put a finger at someone who's older than you and call them boomer. It's like, really? No. You know, exactly. It means different things in different generations. They shouldn't age shame her. I completely agree with you. Why doesn't the tip go through? Yeah, well, we're done with this. So anyway, that's it. That's that little scare moment for us. But Pharrell is still alive, and he's still director. No, he's still the individual working at Louis Vuitton. Alas. Happy he's alive, not so happy that he's at Louis. Oh, Isabel, thank you so much, sweetie.
Isabel donated $20. Yay. I caught you live. Love your show so much it's ASMR to me.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Really, I mean, it's rare for me to hear that my voice is like ASMR because like, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hit it, Bubbles. Oh, Bubbles is getting good at the timing. Oh, let me tell you. Terry, my love. Thank you so much, sweetie.
Teresa McGuire donated $65.
These confetti. Eddie. Thank you, Terry. So generous and kind of you. Thank you so much. And, this really supports the Fashion Bunker because everything is possible thanks to all of the tips and donations. Don't forget, we're not sponsored here. So it's not like I'm going to read to you a 20-minute sponsorship to pay the bills. You got your viewership and help is what keeps us running. And having said that, I also want to say thank you to Terry for the MacBook Terrie and hubby. This live stream is brought to you by the computer that Terry so generously sent over to the Fashion Bunker. So thank you, Terry, so much. This is also why the streams are more fluid without bumps and hiccups. Nanzi just gifted 5 Super Dacob memberships. Thank you so much, Nanzi. And hit it. A was gifted a membership by Nanzi. Style by Chrissy was gifted a membership by Nancy. Georgette Mayo was gifted a membership by Nancy. Deeply Airing was gifted a membership by Nancy. Amalie was gifted a membership by Nancy. And welcome to all the new Tier 1 members. Don't forget, you guys, every first Saturday of the month, you get access to the pre-show, which is a live stream. It happens every Saturday before the main live stream. It's like a green room live stream. And every first Saturday of the month, also Tier 1 members and Tier 1 patrons get access to it. So that's coming up soon, I think in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks is your chance for romance, baby. What happened to the Chanel sponsorship? Chanel sponsorship, Deborah. What? I wish. What Chanel sponsor? Who was talking about this? Oh, Terry, thank you. Terry says you're so welcome. Thank you so much, Terry. Gifted member. What sponsorship? No, there was no sponsor. I wish. Could you imagine? Would be nice, but no. Also, in the pre-show today, guess what we unboxed and reviewed? But I'm not going to tell you anything about my thoughts because you have to wait and see the video. Or if you are a Tier 2 member, you would have already seen it because we just filmed it. Looky, eggs and cookie. We got the brand new L'eau. Chanel Gabrielle L'eau. There you go. Newly released, fresh out of the oven, baby. Yes, Zeitgeist, you can ask about the serum. Which one do you want to know about? The micro serum? With the little pebbles inside that, like, with the heat of the body, they melt? Oh, Gloria says, oh my God, Dacob, you made me want it. Well, don't blind purchase it. Try it out first. Are you talking about the micro serum with the little tiny pebbles? Like the little blue pebbles, and when they touch the skin, they pop? Oh, Nancy, so kind. Teresa, much thanks for Dacob's new laptop. I'm thankful that Dacob can be unsponsored. Oh, really, lifesaver. I mean, not saying, look, you guys, I mean, if a brand came to me that I am really interested in, you know what I mean? Like whose products I really like myself, then I could do a sponsorship because at the end of the day, I also want to support a brand that I personally love. Why not? That makes sense to me. What doesn't make sense to me is to take on sponsorships of brands where I'm like, yeah, thanks for the money, but like, I personally wouldn't wear your stuff ever. You know what I mean? So or video games, I would not play your video game, or whatever. There's a lot of different types of sponsorships out there, but like if I got a sponsorship that I like, where the brand is like, oh yeah, this is cool. But these cheap brands, and by cheap, I don't mean just affordable. I mean the quality, the lackluster, the lazy designs, these cheap brands writing me all the time. And I keep ignoring and saying no to all of them. I say no. And then I see other YouTubers and luxury YouTubers making 5-minute videos about their product. And I think to myself, boy, you really care about your viewers and your credibility. And your credibility if you want to accept said sponsorships. You know. IYKYK. So Zeitgeist, I'm curious, but I don't know if I should buy it. The 50 ml is quite expensive, but it looks so cool with the tiny bubbles. It's expensive, Zeitgeist. I do not own it. I have tested it in the past, but after testing it, it did not warrant a purchase, in my opinion. Okay. But then maybe for your skin, like it might feel really good for you and you might think, oh, this is really something good, like for my skin, like let me buy it. But you gotta try it out. Period. Before buying it. Because all serums are pricey, you know. There you go. Yeah, Debbie, shave the balls without your product, with your product. Yeah, exactly. Now, Lanfari says, does anyone of you have a fabric Chanel Camellia brooch recommend or too fragile? Lanfari, Lanfari, can I ask you a question? When did you discover my channel? When did you start watching my channel? But Zeitgeist, let me just clear up with Lanfari something, and then I'm going to tell you something about serums, if I don't forget, because you know me. I can forget because there's a lot of topics in my head. A month ago. Okay, Lanfari. So that's why you're very new to the channel. I have quite a few camellias from Chanel, and I have unboxed quite a few on my channel, and I have reviewed quite a few of the fabric camellias on my channel. I love them personally. I personally love them, and I would recommend them. I always say the Chanel camellias are kind of the only really as close as it can get to haute couture pieces in a pret-a-porter boutique, because for the most part they are handmade, you see. The tweed ones technically should be fully handmade because even the tweed should be woven by hand. Is it though? We don't know. It doesn't matter. But the camellias, I adore them, and I have quite a few of them. And whenever a new colorway comes out that I'm very selective and picky because I already have the ones I really love. So now I only buy a camellia when a color combo appears and I'm just really like, oh, wow, this is so special. But the problem is they keep going up in price, like $100 to $200 every year, you know? So it's a little bit, it's a bit much. They cost a lot, but they are still, for now, for the most part, handmade. So they are really special. In fact, I also made a video about like the basic luxury items that you should have, like to start your luxury collection. And I say in that video, you can go check out that video. It's interesting because I minimize the amount of things that you actually need to pull off a look and a vibe. And in fact, when it comes to Chanel, I say it's the camellia. All you need is one Chanel camellia and it peps up the entire look. And it's not a Chanel bag, okay? It's a Chanel camellia. You put that Chanel camellia on a ratchety old, torn up even torn up, turned gray, used to be white t-shirt, it's still gonna look like $1 million when you pop the camellia on top. Trust you me. So camellia for me is one of those examples of strong Chanel DNA. Strong Chanel DNA. So I highly recommend it. Lanfari says, thanks so much. I have some catch up to do. I just saw that everyone complains about the edges fraying. Okay. There's 98 likes. There's 200 people in a room. Let's thumb up the live stream, you guys. Come on, let's get to 200 likes. It really helps the algorithm. And VSense, yes, I have seen a drop in views. And I was talking about this at the beginning of the show. I think it has to do with the outage of Microsoft. something happened with the algorithm. The algorithm broke, or YouTube changed the algorithm, but like the views are down, money is down, comments are, everything is down since the outage. At least on my channel, it's really debilitating, almost depressing. Almost depressing. I'm like, why am I working my ass off? I have the feeling we're going backwards. So, Zeitgeist, but you can buy something else with the camellia extract. A lot of Chanel creams have camellia extract in them that are not serums. So you don't have to spend so much money if you want to have camellia extract in a product. Do people at wise ages see a difference when using luxury skincare? I stopped using it because I don't notice anything. So just a quick note, somebody was asking me what I think about Dior. I made a video about the Dior scandal with the $57 bags being made. So you can go check out that video when it comes to Dior's parallel manufacturing of stuff. Okay. But when it comes to Dior skincare and perfumes, different manufacturing altogether, different standards altogether, also different morals and different production. So when it comes to skincare and perfumes, they are still not in that territory of like with their handbags. And I do love their perfumes. Some I don't, some I do. The old ones I adore. Of the newer ones, very picky, very selective. From the Collection Privée range, it's New Look, Eau Noire, Cologne Blanche, and Bois d'Argent. Those four are my winners. Now, for the skincare, I was talking to Debbie the other day. This is something, Zeitgeist, back to the serums. How many of you have tried the Dior also has, they're all copying each other, by the way. Dior also came out with little pebbles and they pop. What's it called? Dior, oh man, let me see. I got a sample and I fell in love. And yes, it has to do with age as well, probably. Somebody was asking, like, does it have to do with age? Here it is. Dior Prestige La Micro Huile de Rose Advanced Serum. So it is micro rose oil. And oh my God. Okay. I'm not ready to shell out $500 for 75 mil. They also have a 30 mil for $325. Hi, 5'0". How's it going, sweetie? Oh, so glad to see you. $325 for the 30 mil and $500 for the 75 mil. But let me tell you something. When I put that shit on my face, oh my God. No, I felt something. I felt beauty. I felt beauty. I felt it. Cinnamon Roll says that Dior serum, I bought it and I didn't see any difference. Finished and I didn't buy it again, but maybe I'm too young for that. Wait, you bought the Prestige with the rose? You didn't see any? But also, did you like the smell? I loved that clinical, oh, it's such an 80s smell of roses. 80s, 90s, classic Dior rose smell from the 80s and 90s. And that rose that's in this cream, in the serum, right? It pops on the skin and you smell it. And I love that smell. Oh yeah, Cinnamon Roll says, yes, I bought it for the smell, actually. Oh man, I get it. Discounted from an old coworker. When I worked for them, they were $350 for the 75 mil. They went so much up in price, V-Cents. Hook a hoe up. Oh, 5'0", my love. Oh, thank you.
5
Too
FT
kind.
Nothing donated $50. Just because.
Just because you're fabulous and you support a good cause. Thank you so much, 5'0". Hit it, Bubbles. Thank you. So generous and kind of you. By the way, Liz wrote me that you ladies did a collaboration. I'm so glad that I brought you together because I had a talk with Liz on my channel a couple of months ago, like in the live stream. She called in and we were talking about her YouTube channel. I love her YouTube channel. And 5 Foot Nothing was in the chats as well. And Liz also has a business and sells fashion items that are also produced in India, but fairly produced. I mean, you can go check it out. Her channel is called The Pink Lookbook. And so 5 Foot Nothing also has a wonderful YouTube channel. By the way, go subscribe and follow. Go subscribe to 5 Foot Nothing and follow this lady's channel. I mean, both of these ladies are amazing. So 5 Foot Nothing, while we were talking, she immediately supported Liz and she ordered a shawl. And that was so kind and sweet of 5 Foot Nothing. And the shawl was sent over. And I said in the call, I'm like, oh my God, 5 Foot Nothing just bought a shawl from you. You two ladies should collaborate. I said, go on each other's channels, help the community grow. Because also you have so much interesting, because 5 Foot Nothing comes from theater and costume design. So it's also really interesting for Liz to get to learn a lot from 5 Foot Nothing. And so Liz then wrote me and said, hey, we actually collaborated. We made a video together. It warmed my heart. I was so happy because this is when social media really works well, when the community actually comes together and then you discover new people and then you get to collaborate because you got to meet each other. And then you make a video together and then you share your knowledge and then knowledge gets shared. Not gatekeeping knowledge, but sharing knowledge. And love that. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you ladies got to make a video together. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Ivy. 5 Foot Nothing says, Liz is a lovely, warm-hearted person. So are you, sweetie. Vicen says, every time someone tips, I think of that nasty comment you got. You sit and beg for tips. I always laugh at the silliness in people. But Vicen, I don't even find that to be a nasty comment. I work really hard to deliver the entertainment for you guys, to deliver the news, to deliver the content. I have no shame whatsoever to say, hey, if you like what you're seeing, if you are entertained, here you go. You can tip your host.
Yes.
And for people, actually, the only thing that person, that was really ridiculous about what that person said, oh, you're begging for $1 tips. I think my supporters deliver a little bit more than $1 when they tip. Just saying. Now, having said that, I am very appreciative, even of 50 cents. It doesn't even have to be $1. Every cent helps the fashion bunker. So, to me, there's no difference between if you can afford to, send over 50 cents or $500. It's the same to me in terms of the effort that you have to put into it. It's the same in terms of love that you put into it, and attention that you put into it, and care that you put into it. So, just to be very clear about that. And that's that. Period. No shame in that. Absolutely no shame in that. You don't beg, though. It's well-deserved when you get tips. You are amazing at what you do. Thank you so much, Vicens. Linda Nolasco says, I agree, Jacob. Shaban says, yeah, the sun is super fierce right now. I use sunscreen. Oh, we're changing topic. Okay, sunscreen. Deborah C says, in the Northern Hemisphere, it may not be as risky, but ozone layer. Okay, sunscreen. Emilio just sent me, I took a screenshot of it, of a new sunscreen that I should try. Ah, there it is. I haven't tried it yet, you guys, but I have to start using really sunscreen all the time. So the hashtag not sponsored, but this is the sunscreen that Emilio said is really light formula. Did anybody try this one yet? Garnier Ambre Solaire Super Vitamin C. Oh, Nancy, thank you so much, my love.
Nans donated $20. You are great.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Bubbles, hit it. Yes, Quinn. Thank you so much, sweetie. And Nancy, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Terry. I'm proud to support the channel. Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you. Hey, Jacob, did I miss the Pharrell news? I saw he was on TV at the Olympics opening ceremonies. Yeah, Karen, you missed it. But you can rewatch later. Aperol Spritz says skincare gold standard, sunscreen and maybe retinol. I mean, retinol in the sun is not a good idea. Ever, you know? Just saying. I don't think so, but it's just a gift of support, A says. Since when do we view gifts with such a materialistic eye? It's just rude. Every tip and gift must be appreciated. Exactly. And it is, in fact, very much so. Very much so. I'm in Texas. Sunscreen is a must, says 5. Bubblelandia says, for the USA people, it can be worth it to import sunscreen from South Korea yourselves. Oh. Sunscreen is the most important in your beauty routine, says Johnny. I have the Garnier BHA plus niacinamide to avoid oily skin. It doesn't make my skin break. Wait, is that the one? Cinnamon roll is... Oh, no, you have a different one. This is Super UV Vitamin C. Your skincare is not for you. You're a Chanel boy. Yeah, but at a certain point, you got to put on your skin like what really works for you. I mean, certain Chanel products, certain Chanel's creams don't work for me very well. Others do. Others do. Others do. Polyester. I've been giving you the tips for almost Y years. What's Y year? Yeah, he's been tipping, honey. Just a tip, baby. Just a tip. Misa says, I use a South Korean sunscreen too, but it makes me pale. I'm already vampire colored. Dima say, I tried it, also liked it. And it also doesn't have a white cast on your face. It's good. That's my issue. I don't want to have the white cast. I really don't like the white cast. You know. Many I know use vitamin C in the day, vitamin A, aka retinol at night. Yeah. And yeah, Pali Helsta is talking algebra. So he's really good at math. So I guess he's just switched to algebra on us. Pali Hesta. So yeah. The CC cream from Chanel that I use, foundation, it has SPF 50. So that's kind of sunscreen for me, you know, even though maybe I should put moisturizing sunscreen cream underneath and then the CC cream on top. I use Black Girl sunscreen, no white cast. Oh, interesting. You've been using Innis sunscreen. It has been working. It doesn't have a white cast, and I meant for years. For years. I am so oily today. It's interesting. I went a little bit lighter on the foundation today. And mistake. Big mistake, as Julia Roberts would say. I should have... it's the powder. I inhaled it. That's what causes the... I'm getting the same thing again in the throat. Wait, hold on. Better. So anyway, I need to put more of it on. Like I usually do double layer, and it's called double wear, but this is the foundation that I use for the live streams. Esta Lauda, double wear. Tanya, thank you so much, sweetie.
$6. I'm so glad that you are on Earth while I'm here. You make my day.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. Yeah, I know. We're just travelers in this weird universe, and it's what a coincidence, right? That we're all together in the same spot. Really, it's like a miracle. It's more rare than to win the lottery. The odds that we would all be together. You know what I mean? Hit it, Bubbles. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you, thank you. Very, very generous and kind of you. Thank you, Tanya. Wait, so we have 5 foot nothing and then we have 5,000 feet of nothing? That's weird. Oh, he's your husband? Oh my God, okay. That's why I was like shocked. I was about to go ballistic on them. I was like, how dare you snatch 5 foot nothing's name and contort it. Star Medicine, welcome to tier 2, sweetie. In the fashion bunker, thank you so much. 2 Jacobs, 2 of everything. I know, Debbie, it is very much tulpa time today. I always feel like I'm still getting burned lately for sure, even with mineral on. Not you getting clown lungs from Chanel powder. Clown lungs? What is that? Alan Fari says, just texted my essay to get the camellia, then remembered, it's a Sunday morning. In some countries, they also work on a Sunday. Just saying. So for this next topic, let me freshen up my lo. Let me get that boozy vibe going. Okay. And it's a hazard in the clown trade. Oh, because clowns keep putting on powder and I see. That thing drag queens get for using too much powder. I mean, possibly. Well, I just want to say, watch out, Rich Lux. You might be in trouble. If it is indeed true about the clown powder thing. You know. just saying. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger here. Cheesy Chips, are you getting the Chanel takeaway set? I think you should go check out my post on dacobcc. Everybody, go follow me there. Dacobcc, yeah. There you go. So, you see, I made a post right there. And I explain everything about this particular release. And it's a very long explanation. Read the full caption, and then you're going to find out all the details about it. So, wait, where am I? No, I'm here. 137 likes. Let's get to more likes. Who's Gossip Boy 98 on Instagram? Is anybody of you Gossip Boy 98? Leanne. Oh, that's you? Okay. Leanne Carter. You used to follow me on dacobcc. Did you unfollow? And then refollow? What's going on here? No? Okay, well then, now you are following. She's like, no. And then, who is Cheesy Chip Bite? I love the name. Who is Cheesy Chip Bite? My dad was a clown for charity, orphanages and homes. That's why I was being funny. Oh, okay. Cheesy Chips, Debbie. Well, that's a cool name. Yeah, come forward and claim it. Cheesy Chips is Cheesy Chip Pie. There you go. Okay, you're accepted as well into the guest list. No, Francesca, because my Instagram, the dacobcc is private, so I have to vet everybody, you know. So I have to accept the request. There you go. Okay, so requests are closed. Oh. Cha. Where is it? I was like, wait, what? Chris Jenner? No, it says recommended. All are in attendance, say present. I messaged you on the Super Deco backup before. Oh, Leanne, I don't do DMs, you guys. Just, you know. Cheesy, very cheesy. Yes, very, very cheesy. So I have a topic. Okay, wait, you guys. Okay, there's a topic. Here it is. Don't give me any funny ideas. Because, well, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Oh, Joy Love C. Thank you so much.
Joy Loved donated $10. Love your content, Jacob. Thank you for your hard work.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you for the generosity. Hit it, Bubbles. The timing is getting better and better. I'm really liking when the cherries pop so properly. Super Deco Backup is my main account. The dacobcc is my like Chanel fan account. All right, let's do this. Listen, Linda. Oh, that sounds nice. I went to this year's Chanel Perfumery masterclass this week. A visual is created for each Les Exclusives, plus attendants get to stick logo cutouts lit by fairy lights onto a black frame as a gift. That is nice. I've never done that. Okay. I wish I could do that. I hope they invite me one day. But they always think, oh, he buys everything. Oh, he buys all our perfumes anyway. Why waste our resources on inviting him to the master class? Okay. Influencers stealing from so yeah, blubba butt. And again, influencers, content creators, content creators, content creators. Polly does. I saw your post on Instagram about the releases, and I can't believe how bad the freebies are now. I remember all those cute mirrors and brush sets from last year and the beautiful lacquered lipstick box. Yeah, in wood. I got the mirrors. Yeah, really, I know. It's a travesty, in my opinion, really. This is kind of like one of the first times that I passed on one of the Chanel gift sets. Like, I always buy them. This one was so bad that I was like, no, thank you. Not going to buy any of them. Hi, Jeanette Freeland. How's it going, sweetie? Hi, Erica with a K. Hi, Happy I Caught Alive. I'm glad you're with us. So, all right, let's do this. Sorry, guys. I just, it's live. So clumsy thumbsy, hiccups, problems, mistakes, mishaps, B-roll, and whatever. Content creators stealing from content creators. What are the repercussions, and how far are we willing to go to make these thieves with no creativity stop once and for all? Well, it would appear that somebody has stepped into the spotlight and is suing officially. And this could mean a lot for the future of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, because if this goes to court and they win, it sets a precedent. And boy, oh boy, will some people be in trouble if this sets a precedent. I wonder who. Subscribe to my channel before we get to it. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacobcc spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week, so come join the fun. Come join the chats. And everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. As reported by the New York Post, TikToker slaps rival content creator with lawsuit that could change the influencer game as we know it. This is very interesting. So two ladies that have met in the past, they've actually met and apparently became online friends, and like they were like friendly, talking, whatever, followed each other on Instagram and stuff, until one of the two ladies blocks the other lady and starts copying one-to-one, allegedly, her content, adding links to purchase the products that the other lady is posting, taking pictures of herself in the same poses as the other lady, with almost the same, if not the same clothes as the other lady. And we're talking posting really quickly after the other lady posted. This is my favorite telenovela, right? Now, let me blend in. First of all, thumb up the video if you're enjoying it and subscribe. But let me thumb in. Let me blend in the picture. And this is just one example. By the way, so we got Sydney, Nicole, Jiff, and Alyssa. Alyssa's hell? Really? Cha. Listen, Alyssa. Listen, Alyssa. I can't even see. Oh, Alyssa Shale and Sydney Nicole. Sydney Nicole and Alyssa Shale. So Sydney is suing Alyssa because Sydney claims that Alyssa copies her poses, the clothes, the links, the affiliate links, the commish links. So in this case, we got the flower, the top, the skirt. And in fact, I think the lawyer kind of marked the details. The boot is apparently the same or similar as Sydney's boot. And Jody says the poverty. By the way, go subscribe to both ladies, you know, obviously. DMSA says, I smell jealousy. But it's really interesting because, so what the article claims, and then the article is basically taking from the lawsuit, so a Texas woman, and of course this was going to happen in Texas, honey. Where else? Where else are we going to have a lawsuit like this? It's like two girls from a beauty pageant, and you know Texas is big on beauty pageantry and the pettiness of it all. We are the fashion police. Where are the fashion police? Asks Deborah. Should be Alyssa Shady instead of Shale, says Teresa. Steph says that is creepy behavior. Best. I miss Joan and the fashion police, says 5'0". Well, you got me. Now you got me. I'm not as good, but at least I try. So Lanfari says, oh, they're in Texas, explains the tan. But, okay, so here we go. And of course, this happens in Texas. A Texas woman with more than 500,000 followers has filed what could be a first-of-its-kind lawsuit accusing another content creator of duplicating her TikTok, Instagram, and Amazon storefront posts. So Sydney Nicole claimed that Alyssa Shale copied her neutral, beige, and cream aesthetics. You guys, can we just stop for a second here? So Sydney is saying that Alyssa copied her neutral toned and beige aesthetics. Sydney, according to this article, is 24 years old. I'm not so sure if Sydney understands that the neutral tones and beige colors existed longer than 24 years now. So technically have existed before Sydney was born. Just saying, cry me a river, girls, says Holy Grace. Cry me a river. It's Texas, though. This is hilarious. I'm living for it. The two women met in Austin, Texas, in December 2022 with the intent of supporting one another's business. Gifford, the lawyer, said in court papers, but following a joint photo shoot in January of 2023, Shale blocked Gifford online and began to replicate her content, allegedly. And then Gifford states that at least 30 photo posts across Shale's platforms featured identical styling tone, camera angle, and or text to Gifford's, along with nearly identical videos, according to court papers. One of the alleged copycat posts included Gifford's visit to an Austin, Texas shop, The Talks, in October. Another in December seemingly replicated Gifford's post featuring her best Amazon purchases of 2023. The poverty. The business, honey. The business of it all. We got another picture. So here's like the links that you can like buy the stuff, and like this is the same product as this product, and then the pose is. I've seen like a gazillion people on Instagram do these poses where they lift one leg and do the hip like the hip has been dislocated, and covering the face with the iPhone or the phone. I've seen this a lot. But hey, she claims she invented it, so we'll go. Nay says, this reminds me of 5th grade when I told these girls where I got my flower jeans, Mervyn's obviously, and they immediately copied me. We'll go. This is juvenile behavior. Deborah C says, are they sewing the clothing label for fabric shrinkage? Cinnamon Roll says, yes, everyone dresses like that. Yeah, it's like, anyway, but 2 days after Gifford's Amazon Home Products plug, Shale posted a nearly identical slideshow, which was subsequently removed by TikTok, according to the complaint filed in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Texas. And Gifford's legal team fired off cease and desist letters warning Shale to stop, court papers said. Gifford also successfully lobbied social platforms to remove other allegedly infringing posts. We are now lobbying. We're no longer lobbying in Washington, the lawmakers and the politicians. Those lobbyists, honey, that was yesterday. Today, we lobby the social media platforms to get people removed that we think look too similar to us. Debbie says, TikTok is all about viral copying, I thought so too, but there's money involved here. I think that's the difference. The question, Polly Hesta says, the question is, why a sweater in Texas? For the many henny. They don't have only followers from Texas, they have followers from all over the place. Next picture. Here's another instance where Sydney's lawyers are like, this is Sydney. And shortly thereafter, this is Alyssa. Wait a minute. How is this wall texture wood the same as here? See this wooden texture? It's right there. And then this one thinning up, that's this one. And then right next to it is this wooden texture. And it's right there. This is the same. And then the floor is the same too, the cement floor. Posted 19th of October, posted 3rd of November. Oh, it's a store? Oh, this is the store. Okay. I thought like this, like she put that in front of her own home entrance door. Okay, it's a store. It's a store. Okay. I won't bone you today. It's a store or something. Or something. Okay, fine. So Gifford finally sued in April after Shale continued to mimic her posts allegedly. If successful, the lawsuit could change the influencer game as we know it, said Tiffany Ferris, partner and chair of the trademark and advertising group at international law firm Haynes and Boone. A victory would mean a flood of similar lawsuits, which would make it remarkably difficult for influencers to create their content, she noted, because everybody's going to sue everybody. Let me show you the next picture. And here is also the lawyer posting Sydney's Amazon storefront idea list on November 28th, and then Alyssa's Amazon storefront idea list on November 28th. So it's the same day. Like literally, they posted it the same day. How do we know who posted it first? And the circled red ones are the ones that are the same. Like you can play memory game. Like this one is here, that one is here, and so on. You understand. You understand. Ferris, who is not associated with the case, said disputes between influencers are oftentimes bandied about but don't end up in court. Gifford wants a judge to bar Shale from copying her content along with unspecified damages. Now, Ms. Gifford's goal is to protect her work from being infringed upon by an imitator. This case is significant because it asks the court to apply long-standing principles of the law to modern-day challenges surrounding online content creation, said her lawyer, Kirsten Kumar. Shale vigorously denies all the allegations, her attorney, Jason McManus, said. These are two influencers who live in the same area, being asked to promote many of the same products and storefronts. When a store asks multiple influencers to promote it, it shouldn't surprise anyone that some posts may look the same. That doesn't make it infringement or misappropriation, McManus said. He added, things like look, feel, or vibe are not protectable, and we look forward to vindicating Miss Shale from these false accusations. And what do you guys think? Is this a lawsuit or is this a lost cause? And also, is there going to be a jury? Is there going to be a jury trial? Is the jury going to because if a jury has to decide, do they look similar? They look similar, okay. But if the jury has to decide whether or not the fact that they look similar is illegal, I don't think it's illegal. I mean, it's not like this brand made only one top and one skirt just for one person, like a one-off. It's a mass-produced product, and if it's a mass-produced product, many people can buy it. And if many people can buy it, many people can wear it, right? And so we all get inspired from each other up to a certain extent, I suppose. So I don't know, where are the damages here? I don't understand where the damages are. Is she scared that she's going to sell more of this top than she will with her affiliate link? And so she thinks she's losing the money because she's trying to sell the top as well? But I'm like, it's fair game. If the company wants to give the top to her and to her. Leanne says it may be stalking or harassment. DMSA says, oh Lord, if it is successful, y'all tax money is going to pay for this stupidity instead of fixing potholes, curing homelessness, and fighting crimes. The world we live in. Vicent says, welcome to Texas, honey. Oh, honey. Well, I mean, what is your guys' opinion? Let me know down below. But don't be giving me any ideas, Texas, because if I start suing, this is not going to end well. Love you loads. Let me know your thoughts and prayers down below. Subscribe and thumb up this video if you've enjoyed it. Bye. Deb says it won't be successful. This is totally baseless. The bigger question is, where are the tops? Polyester. Chihoni. Let me take a sip of tea. Tanya says, I think Alyssa is a freak. Debbie O, thank you so much, sweetie.
Debbie O donated $10. I love your passion for everything luxury.
Hit it, Bubbles. Man, popping these cherries is so satisfying. Thank you so much, sweetie. Debbie O. Yeah, V-Sense, I got a whole file on copycats. I do. Receipts. Yes. Testimonies. A few. Yes. So, let's see how this trial plays out. And if it does set a precedent. We are in for a bumpy ride, honey, if it does set a precedent. You know? And she might just want to do the munchy munch munch. What's that, Xavier? Sisters. The F files, right? There was this DIY craft influencer mad that this girl was making all the same stuff. It's like, girl, why are you trying to be an influencer then? I remember, Nay, was that, are you talking about that chick that was buying like plastic grass and was cutting it out to spell out LV and then putting it on her wall? It looked so bad. And then she misaligned the LV and all of the pattern, and then it all went like completely off. Is that the one? Because I remember seeing it like around a year ago on YouTube. Like she was like complaining, like, look, she's copying me. It was so ugly. That wall, I was like, oh wait, I made a video about that. I actually made a video about that. I totally forgot. Yes, the grass DIY was tragic. I completely DMSA, tragic. Styled by Chrissy says Anna Wintour was not impressed. Speaking of Anna Wintour, who posted about her? On okay, I think it was I Deserve Couture. And on Instagram, and so the French television, the French press reported about Anna Wintour, except they didn't call her Anna Wintour. They misspelled her name. They misspelled her name just a little bit. And so on television, this is what we got. I mean, I just, you know what? Oh, the French. Oh, the French. And so there you have it. Courtesy of I Deserve Couture, who first reported about this. Why would they do that? I mean, it's funny, though. But did you see Marc Jacobs' drama? They stole a content creator's video. Wait, is Marc Jacobs now a they? Really? Is Marc Jacobs like non-binary? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Took her down a notch, Steph, right? No, I did not see the Vogue party. No. No, I did not. Oh, no, I think this is getting confused. What? I didn't think so. What are we talking about? I don't think it's a mistake knowing French people. Oh, you think they did it on purpose? Deb Shop says, I'm in Japan. No lines in front of any luxury boutiques except for Louis Vuitton. The Japanese love LV. Yeah. There's always a queue in front of Louis Vuitton. Other luxury brands, not really. Maybe Hermes, but that's it. That's it. That's it, you know? So, that was two being sponsored, I think. What are we talking about here? I think they is Marc Jacobs International. Oh, okay, Steph. So who copied what? So somebody copied. So the Marc Jacobs team copied somebody, and this is new, like a new scandal. Stole, allegedly, but who? Who stole what? Well, I presume it wouldn't be on his Instagram account if he wouldn't want legal issue. Like, are we talking about fashion? Are we talking about an ad campaign? Are we talking about a color palette? Are we talking about branding? Are we talking about font logo? What are we talking about? What was stolen? Hold on, let me check. Oh my God, her, the woman, the wife, she's the one that we were talking about in the pre-show. We were talking about it in the pre-show. Dallas influencer Nara Smith is angering TikTok again, now with a Marc Jacobs ad. The Dallas TikTok star has, Dallas Observer, again Texas. The Dallas TikTok star has received a fair share of praise and criticism for her ad with a designer bag brand. Okay. Well, she's a model. No, maybe this is not the stealing news, no. It's wild in Texas. What are we doing here? I don't know, right? Yes, they sent a bag to a small influencer, then they paid a larger creator to make the same video. Landfari, I have made a video about Louis Vuitton stealing the traditional Romanian blouse, allegedly stealing. And there's a video on my channel about exactly that topic. Yeah, nay, we just spoke about her in the pre-show, Yara Smith. Yeah. Oh, so she baked a bag in her oven. Cha. Wait, so both made a video the same. Polyhesta says, they stole my time when I saw the show in Times Square while there was a guy taking a shit at the same time. Oh, how fabulous. How very New York. Um, um, okay, so basically what? So Marc Jacobs' team gave a bag to a smaller influencer. The smaller influencer made a video about it, and then Marc Jacobs' team asked the more famous influencer to redo the same shtick. Well, why is that a problem? Why is that a problem? I mean, if Marc Jacobs did both, why is that a problem? Weird, they changed the title. What do you mean? Dallas TikToker Nara Smith accused of plagiarism. Oh, they changed the title of the... You guys, they changed the title. I have here, I was going into the past. Dallas Observer. Yeah, okay, stop it. The Dallas Observer, when you do the time machine thing. So anyway, not time machine, but when you just look at the... How do I have both titles? So the Dallas Observer had one title for the article called Dallas TikToker Nara Smith is in trouble again because of the ad with Marc Jacobs. And then they changed the title. On Google, it's showing the old title. Okay, so the old title is accused of. So what is the current title? Okay, so they changed the title from plagiarism to the new title, Nara Smith is angering TikTok again, now with Marc Jacobs ad. That's the new title. They've changed it from the old title, which was Dallas TikToker Nara Smith accused of plagiarism over something. So the Dallas Observer changed their title. I wonder why. Why would they change their title? Who cares? I don't care. Let's go to the chats. This is boring me, seriously. While the Marc Jacobs was at home clicking his nails, living his best life. Oh my God. I am obsessed with Marc Jacobs. I don't know why I'm so oily today. Like, I need give me a ton of powder because the oil just keeps trickling through my skin. It's probably because of all the matcha tea cookies that I ate. Whatever, who cares? I really don't care. I just really like how Marc Jacobs does the nails. Click, 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 click. I'm obsessed with it. And he's so obsessed with, like, he posts 3 pictures of one of his fashion shows or whatever he's doing fashion, and then 50,000 pictures of his nails. He doesn't care about his fashion, about his company anymore, you guys. He just wants to live his nice, relaxing life with muñeca and doing the nails, and that's it. He's basically not posting his fashion stuff almost ever anymore. It's all about the nails, and I'm kind of living for it. Hold your hand. Hold your breath around that fluffy brush and powder, Jacob. Yeah, but all. So there's just a few perforations there. And what I do is I completely cover. You see, there's no hole here. And then I shake this up. There's no hole, no powder comes out. And then when I lift the brush, all the powder is stuck here. And then I apply it to my face. So there's no cloud of powder coming out of here, ever, ever. I always block it off. I always block it off. Just letting you guys know. So I am careful about this. I always have been. I never kind of just inhaled all the powder. Okay, this is a good one. I want to do this one. Let's do the luxury scam next. I've been inhaling my Coty Airspun every day. Oh, well, cha. It's very light. Oh, the berries. Okay. I just love this little tiny necklace. Look at all the little crystals. Look at it. Dingle dangle. Okay. Okay. Watch out for this new luxury scam. And this one is quite sophisticated, complex, and it might cost you all the money you got in your bank accounts. And it also might cost you hacking of your computer, phone, whatever systems you're logged into. And believe it or not, it all starts with a luxury gift that you receive. Let me explain. And also to protect yourself from this scam that is happening right now on a daily basis. First, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already here on the tubes. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week. Come join the fun. Come join the chats. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So, it has come to my attention as reported by Nina Rome on TikTok. This lovely, lovely lady reported about receiving a gift. So she has a tiny little shop. And now the fact that she has a shop is irrelevant. You don't have to have a shop for these scammers to try to scam you. But she says she received this parcel that she opened, and inside was a diamond ring. And it had its own little box. You open it like that. Actually, let me blend in Nina Rome. There you go. I will post a link to this lovely lady's TikTok down below. Just FYI, she's a very beautiful lady. I know this screenshot seems a little bit unfortunate, but just to be very clear, she shows this ring very quickly, and I had to take the screenshot in the moment where you actually get to see the ring. In other shots, she's very beautiful. Here, the eyes are a little bit closed, but just, I don't want to throw any shade to Nena. She's a lovely, 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 beautiful lady, just to be very clear. So she's explaining here that she received the ring, and it's like a platinum or white gold ring with a diamond, right? Now, how does the scam work? It's very sophisticated, you guys. Be very careful and listen. Listen, Linda. Listen good. And thumb up the video. So she said she opens the box. The ring is inside. She's like, oh, it's a cute ring. She's like, but I didn't buy the ring. Let me see what comes with the ring. And you know how it is with luxury products. You open, it does look like Cartier a little bit in the box, but the box is not Cartier. Just FYI. It's not Cartier. But somebody in the chat says, Ivy says it looks like Cartier. And of course, the ring came with paperwork, you know, like certificate of authentication, the diamond format, color, grading, blah, blah, blah. So it comes with like these little, almost like credit card format, little papers that are like little tiny notes. The brand, the explanation, the heritage of the brand, you know, the whole shebang you get when you purchase some luxury item. And amongst these cards is also like a black card that states this is like the quality of the product, the certificate of the product, blah, blah, blah. And to find out all of the specifications of this ring, scan the QR code on this card, which will take you to the website, blah, blah, blah. That QR code is the hack. But this lovely lady, Nena was clever. Before she did anything, she calls her bank. And she asks her bank and she says, hey, I got like a diamond ring, like a gift. Did anybody charge my credit card for it? Like, you know, and the bank said, no, there's no charge was made, but be careful. Do not use the barcode, do not use the QR code, because we have had incidents and cases of people who have, like, everybody's receiving these gifts lately. Some scammer is sending them all over the place. You might be getting one. If you get one, do whatever you do not scan the QR code, because if you scan the QR code, they basically hack themselves into your phone, the device you've scanned the QR code with, and you grant them access to everything. They see your codes, they see your passwords, whatever they want, basically. And before you know it, they take money out of your bank account as well. It's insane. Do not use the QR code. Do not scan the QR code. In fact, Nena was really clever. She lifted the card, but she didn't flip it. She's like, I'm not going to show you the QR code because I don't want anybody to be scanning the QR code from the screen. And very interesting, because she also says, she's like, just if you receive a ring like this, do not scan the QR code, but you can keep the ring if you want. And then I thought to myself, what if there is something else? What if there is a track tag hidden inside the box? If there's a microchip inside the box that can track where she is? Microchip in the ring, Angie. Yeah. What if there's a microchip, GPS on the ring? What is the ring made of? What if the ring is made of uranium? What if you get exposed to toxic waste? Not safe. I would not keep the ring. What if the ring is like some weird material? FBI Jacob, Fashion Bureau of Investigation. Period. Right, A? There you go. Return to sender or throw away, says Karen. I mean, this, I would not keep the ring. Like, and just FYI, this is, the lady showed it. This is how it looks. Maybe they also have other colored boxes. Don't think, oh, I got a green box or I got a black box, so mine is not the same. It doesn't matter what box it comes in. It doesn't matter if the ring looks like this with like this, whatever stone they put on it. It could be a different type of ring. Fact is, if you receive a gift out of the blue, like some luxury item, and they're telling you use the QR code to see all the characteristics and specifications of the product online, zone zuen. Zone zuen. Super dangerous, super risky, and it's just something that I would not recommend doing in general. Obviously, it's great to receive a gift, but what do we know from the past? Haven't we learned already? If something is too cheap, too good to be true. If something is free, honey, it's a scam. Unless you don't know who it's coming from, right? You know. Heaven says, since I started watching true crime, I trust no one. Period. Let me know your thoughts and prayers down below about this topic. And thank you, Nina Rome, for raising awareness about this. And I'm also sharing it because she also says share as much as you can with others. So I am sharing because I think this is super important for us to know. Do not scan that QR code. Thank you guys so much for watching. Spread the news. Share this video with as many people as you can. Subscribe and thumb up this video if you liked it. Never give up on love. Bye. Unless you have a sugar zaddy and all bets are off. Well, maybe the sugar zaddy wants to follow you everywhere and puts a tracking device in the ring. Depends what kind of ring it is. I never accept packages that I didn't order, not even for the neighbor, says Nico. I also don't accept packages. Oh, Emotion Engine. That is a good one. Be very wary of restaurants with QR code menus. Yes. Debbie's like, can I beg for more thumbs up? We got 180 thumbs. Come on, let's get to 200, 250, 250. That's a good point. Oh my God. I am seeing this as the next level for the scammers. You know how they managed to duplicate the entrance of the credit card or debit card? If you go to an ATM machine and you put your card in to withdraw money, they put this device in front of the hole where you slide it in and they steal all your information, right? They could do the same with the QR codes. They could go to restaurants and on the order menu of the restaurant, you could just put a sticker on top of their QR code. You put a sticker with your QR code. And somebody scans the menu, but they get your QR code and the scammer's QR code instead. Well, one QR code that cannot be faked is mine. Ta-da! This is a Super Jacob original. They cannot steal this one, baby. Or they can steal it, but you just tip me. Nobody can change it. This is the real deal, baby. There you have it. This QR code is the real deal. Nobody can change this one. This is the authentic one. And yes, Karen, I also agree. You got to check your accounts every day. But yeah, think about it. You go to a restaurant and they're like, oh, scan the menu. And then you see that the QR code on the menu is a sticker on top of the menu. Try to peel it off because what will go, you know? DMSA says, yes, that's why I always pay with my phone. Apparently, the technology used for the Apple Wallet doesn't allow access to your bank details. Good. Nadine B, how's it going? Hi, Jacob. Just joined the stream. How are you? I'm doing better. Thank you. Thank you. How are you? Star Medicine says the post office is doing an investigation on these types of brushing scams, so you can report it to them. Oh, good. Yeah, good, Karen. Yeah, don't scan any. You can only scan this one. Thank you. Probably the only person in my generation who struggles with the QR codes. I mean, they're not the best thing, that's for sure. Definitely not the best thing, you know? And now I also, since we were talking about scammery, let's also talk about the dark side of luxury. When a luxury addiction lands you in a jail. Hit it, Bubbles. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Thanks, Jacob. Good story. Glad you liked it. Thank you. It's good to be very, very aware, you guys. The dark side of luxury. When a luxury addiction lands you in jail, you know you got a problem. And so do the people you have stolen from. Everybody has a problem. So, here's the topic today, the dark side of luxury, honey. Yes, it happens more and more, especially with the economy we're living in right now. It's a total mess. And what is the story I'm going to deliver to you? Technically, two. We got two examples of this situation. But first, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week, so come join the fun, come join the chats. And everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So, you guys, here goes. As reported by the U.S. Sun, the first story, we have the story of the Gucci goddess. Ever heard of the Gucci goddess? I think we can blend her in. This lady here is the Gucci goddess. No, it is not Lady Gaga trying again desperately to imitate an Italian accent with a lot of makeup done to try to win desperately an Oscar. No, it is not. 'Tis not Lady Gaga. It is somebody else. The Gucci goddess, Janet Mello, is her name. Janet, 57, was sentenced to 15 years in prison, in federal prison on Tuesday for scamming over $108 million from a grant program intended for military dependents. And this is really sad. This is people, military who's sent off to another country, and then they have their kids still in America, and it's the kids of the military families, and this is to help them, to help the kids whose father or mother are not at home with them. This was the money that the government intended to help, to give to those kids, to help the kids with an education, with food. Like, she took money from kids, you guys. She was sentenced. So how alleged is that then, if she was sentenced, right? $108 million from a grant program intended for military dependents. And Janet was nicknamed the Gucci goddess for her love of extravagance and luxury. Her first lavish purchase was a 14-acre lot and a 5-acre lot in San Antonio, Texas. And again, we got Texas. Everything, all the scammery is going on in Texas, isn't it? According to court documents, Janet and her husband, Marc, paid around $404,000 in cash for the two properties. They then purchased a 4-bedroom home in a gated neighborhood for $678,000. As the scam continued, the article says, the value of their properties increased. The Mellos purchased the stunning Colorado home for $2.3 million in cash, and 2 adjoining properties just north of San Antonio, Texas, for a whopping total of $3.3 million. Their last real estate purchase was a mansion, because she kept stepping it up. Every time she purchased a new house, she ended up with a mansion in Maryland for $3.1 million, totaling their real estate portfolio to a jaw-dropping $23 million. They purchased a slew of vehicles, including multiple vintage motorcycles, several Rovers, a Chevrolet Corvette, a Maserati, and a Mercedes-Benz. This is an example of what she purchased. The Gucci goddess and her accomplice purchased at least 82 vehicles worth an approximate total of $3.5 million. BB says she couldn't stop. Style by Chrissy says, lifestyle creep. I mean, heaven says nothing good behind those Christian morals. We'll go. You said it, I read it. Janet also spent over $923,000 on designer jewelry, including bracelets, gaudy brooches, rings, and watches. Here's another example. Some of the watches. I'm not into watches, you guys, so I don't even know what it all is. Here's the car. I think there's also coming up a photo of the jewelry, more cars that she purchased. Here's the Defender. I can see her driving off in the sunset with hubby as she's running away from the feds. The rings, the jewelry. I mean, the article describes it as gaudy, like tacky. I mean, well, not all of them are tacky. I mean, I could pull off this one. I think this one I could pull off. That one too. Is this one missing a stone? Looks like it's missing a stone. Motorcycles, bicycles, whatever it is. The scheme. Now listen to how Janet pulled it off. Janet illegally pocketed the cash while working at Fort Sam, Houston in San Antonio, Texas. To make matters worse, the funds were intended to care for the children of active service members while they were stationed outside of the U.S., according to court documents. She did this by betraying the credibility and trust she had accumulated through many years as a civilian Army employee, court documents read. Janet worked as a civilian financial program manager and helped military families apply for grants. She was responsible for finding grant funds, getting them approved by her supervisor, and sending the proposal to the Defense Financial Accounting Service. Janet made up a business called Child Health and Youth Lifelong Development to funnel the money. So she used children also to... She would either forge the supervisor's signature on the proposals needed to secure the cash, or she would lie about the intention of the funds. Once the DFAS received her proposals, they sent the cash to a UPS store mailbox in San Antonio, which Janet rented. Then there's a full list of Mello's fraudulent purchases. And then it says court documents stated that she went through this fake proposal process over 40 times in 6 years. Janet Mello betrayed the trust of the government agency that served and repeatedly lied in an effort to enrich herself, U.S. Attorney Jaime Esparza said in a press release. Rather than $109 million in federal funds going to the care of military children throughout the world, she selfishly stole that money to buy extravagant houses more than 80 vehicles, and over 1,500 pieces of jewelry. Janet's attorney, Albert Flores, said that she was deeply remorseful. It's easy to be remorseful once you've been caught, in my opinion. She realizes she committed a crime, she did wrong, and she is very ashamed, he added. Janet's friend and co-worker Denise Faison defended her in a letter to the judge, saying she was a good, kind, caring, and loving person. Really? Really? Janet has so much more to offer the world. Please allow her to repay her debt to society by returning what she has taken, but not to be behind prison bars, Faison added. Do you think she should go to prison, or do you think she should be forgiven? Janet's legal team doesn't intend to appeal the 15-year sentence. Her husband, Marc, was not charged in the case. Oh, the hubby went free. Janet's attorney, Albert Flores, told the U.S. Sun, as she stated at sentencing, she is embarrassed and ashamed at what she has done. From the first contact with law enforcement, we have worked with the government to try to identify and return as many of the assets as possible. Having said that, we are disappointed with the sentence. We did not expect her to walk away with zero punishment. However, considering the circumstances and her age, we believe that the current sentence of 15 years was somewhat excessive. The Gucci goddess. She's probably going to leave prison. She's not going to be in prison for 15 years. I don't think so. But this is not the only story. We go on with the second story. And the second story is from the Los Angeles Times, reporting about luxury bags and a mini fridge stuffed with cash, honey. Orange County Schools embezzler is going to prison. And yes, we have children involved yet again. And we have yet again somebody involved who is stealing money from kids. Jorge Armando Contreras seemed to enjoy a life beyond the means of a fiscal director for an Orange County school district. Naked Eye says, yep, I heard about him. He wore designer clothing, drove a BMW X5, and bought a new $1.5 million home in Yorba Linda, according to federal prosecutors. He also had stacks of cash stuffed into Louis Vuitton purses and a mini fridge at his home, federal prosecutors said. Blend in the pizza. I mean, you guys... the mini fridge. Where's the dough? The dough is in the mini fridge, yo. Cold, hard cash, baby. So Contreras, 53, was sentenced Thursday to nearly 6 years in prison after pleading guilty to embezzling $16.7 million from the Magnolia School District. The school district, for grades preschool through 6, serves mostly students from socioeconomically disadvantaged backgrounds in Anaheim and Stanton. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Central District of California announced in a news release. This guy was stealing money from kids in need. Like, how can you do that? Like from kids in need, really? I mean, it's illegal in any way, but you didn't try to take money from Jeff Bezos or from Elon Musk. No, you took money from kids. Illegal in any case. From September 2016 to July 2023, Contreras carried out his theft as the Director of Fiscal Services. He deposited more than 250 checks in his personal Wells Fargo bank account, according to drive-through ATM photos included in the criminal complaint. And then he presented falsified bank records to the school district. You guys. Shook. In just 11 months, Contreras embezzled more than $4.1 million, according to court documents. During that same time, he withdrew $325,000 from multiple ATMs, transferred more than $130,000 to his partner before they were married, and paid $1.9 million on his American Express credit card. He presented checks to his superiors to sign for small amounts from a school account that he claimed were meant to correct payroll errors and for school fundraising, court records show. So he used the excuse of school fundraising to get the money. He would later alter the check amounts. Checks were initially made out to MSD with large spaces in between the letters, large spaces in between the letters, but he changed them to Maria Socorro Dominguez. Prosecutors said, but there were no employees at the school district with that name. Between November 2018 and May 2023, Contreras wired more than $150,000 to multiple banks in Mexico, prosecutors said. In notes for one of the wire transfers, Contreras wrote, "Building a home." In another, he wrote, "Construction doors, stairs, and window," according to court documents. And a $5,000 wire transfer in 2022 was simply noted as luxury jackets. Let me show you the next picture. This is also, y'all, this is Contreras' collection of Louis Vuitton vanity cases, pouches, clutches, mini trunks. Is that Ayayoi Kusama? And full of cash, baby. Seriously, literally. Listen, Linda, how much money I got in here? Nothing. Why don't I got cash? Why don't I got stuff full of cash? Nothing. I only got dust in mine and pouches, albeit empty ones. Look at this. At least he had taste, says Francesca. Emotion Engine says LMAO, the FBI photographer staging the photos. I know, right? He's like, let's do an ad campaign for Louis Vuitton. Let's put this one like this to the side with the fanned out money. This one like this. You know what? Listen, Linda, listen. Let me put the polka dotted one like laying flat because the polka dots are cute. We see them better if we lay this one flat. I love that one. It cuts me off here. But the Polyhesta, my paisan had some weird taste. It's why these luxury houses can keep on jacking up prices so far. Right. The money laundering, honey. You remember a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the end of luxury, as we so often do. In one of the segments that I reported about with the price increases and the reasonings behind most of price increases. And at one point, I came to the conclusion, maybe a lot of these price increases have to do with money laundering. Because the fewer rich have more to launder. And so the luxury brands raise the prices, not to make it more difficult for us aspirational baboons to purchase said products. They're not raising the prices to make it more difficult for us to buy the products. They're raising the prices to make it easier for these people to launder their money. Think about it. No words, really. I mean, 2 examples in the United States of people stealing money from kids in need. Nay says, me rearranging my perfumes every day. Oh yeah, that's like this bottle like that bottle like this. Sad, huh? Polyhester says, I wonder if he paid in $20 bills when he purchased that bucket in the back. Oh, that one? Oh, no, this one, the bucket. Oh, yeah, the Louis Vuitton bucket in purple. He paid it in 20s, honey. Honey. Yes, he did, honey. Did you guys know that the United States also printed $10,000 bills? They're no longer in print, but they are still valid. So if you still have one, you can use it. They did used to print $10,000 bills. Now they stop at 100, I think. Oh, well, interesting trivia. What are your thoughts about these scandals, these luxury scandals hitting us in 2024? Let me know down below. Thumb up this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Bye. Mwah. Oh, Debbie, biggest I saw was a $500 bill. Now, Nay says, lots of little nudges, and me stepping back, putting my hand on my chin like I'm an art director. Talking about what, though? I don't get it. What's the... Nay says, oh, yes, Nay. You rearranging the perfume bottles, and then like you step back and you're like... Yeah, I do the same. With my little glass vitrine. I do the same. The 500 is also very rare, Debbie. Then they did a $1,000 bill and a $10,000 bill. Yeah. Oh, the perfume tray in your case. The empty handbags with cat hair, LOL. I think that now it's worth more than $10,000. Oh, really? If you have the $10,000 bill, it's worth more than $10,000. Well, that's a way to make money. That's a way to make money. I'm just shook that people actually still do this, like taking from kids. Shook. Nana says, oh yeah, my bags contain only dust and cat hair. But a nice idea to keep the shape of the bag. It's friggin' unbelievable, right? 5 foot nothing, it's insane. You know, I have somewhere a $5 and a $10 coin. I don't think they make those either. Like, it's really heavy and really big, like a $10 coin and a $5 coin. I have those somewhere from my dad. Yeah, the world out there can be so ugly. You can't trust anybody these days, really. They caught him, Heaven. He's already sentenced to 6 years in prison. They caught him. They did. Patricia, I don't know what year they made the 5s and the 10s. They made them for a long time, but then they stopped making them at a certain point. I think that's... Wait, where am I? I'm in the wrong place, you guys. Teruko is laughing. I don't know why. What did I say 19 minutes ago? Did I say something silly, Teruko? What will go, will go. Oh, no, maybe she went to sleep. And what do they do with, because oh no, she's typing. What do they do with the money that was retrieved? Do they keep it? It goes back to the government, and then it's supposed to be then again given out for the kids, for the school. Teruko's like, you are just amazing guest. A best, Teruko, best. You are amazing guest. I don't know what year they made. Oh, they made them only for 6 years? No, the money goes back to the government, and then the government should redistribute it again to the schools in need. Yeah. It's not like, oh, great. Oh, well, we retrieved the $6 million. Let's send them, I don't know, let's give them to Donald Trump's campaign. No, that's not how it works. Although I still ask myself why the CIA last year, was it 2 years ago, they said, oh, in our budget, they're like, we lost like a couple $1 billion. We don't know where the money went. I'm like, but that's taxpayers' money. How can you like not know how to, how can you say like, oh, we don't know where the billions are. We don't know. Really? Like, really? How is that possible? How is that possible? Everything does get confiscated. Yeah. Homes, items, vehicles, etc. So, oh, there you go. And now I didn't even have the powder. I don't know what's happening. What did Debbie say? It will never go where it's supposed to. Rarely does it. Something like that, money disappeared, happened a year ago with the Pentagon. Yeah. Not surprised. Where I come from, says Polyhesta, they used to steal from the school I went to for years. All grades was one classroom. When there was money for a lot of classrooms, we were we were we were in just one small room. But then in America, everything goes like upside down and topsy-turvy. Do you remember the case a couple of years ago? Oh, true crime, of this I think he was a high school student, or was he a college student? And he wanted to break into his school. I think it was high school. I don't know if it was high school or college. Doesn't matter. School. So he climbed to the top of the roof, and he wanted to enter from the top of the roof into the computer class, and he wanted to steal the computers. So he goes to the top of the building, of the school. He's a student there at night. And from the roof, the roof breaks down. Ah, Brenda. Oh,
Brenda
thank you so much,
donated
my love.
$10. Good morning, Fashion Bunker. Lots of love.
Thank you, sweetie. Very kind and generous of you. Good morning to you, too. Hit it, Bubbles. Ale, thank you, Brenda. Mwah. So he goes to the roof, and his idea is from the roof to kind of, very MacGyver style or Mission Impossible style, kind of to like lower himself inside of the classroom to steal the laptops. And he fell through the roof. And he fell down, and I think he broke a rib or something. So he was breaking into the school. He was doing something illegal. But America, being what America is, he ended up suing the school for falling from the roof inside of the school because the roof wasn't perfectly built or whatever. So he sued the school for millions and won. And he won. Now make that make sense. Make that make sense. He was trying to break in to steal something, but instead he sued. But that's America. I mean, you gotta love it because it's so insane. It's so insane. Only in the mod US of A. Man. That's right, Brenda. Listen, Brenda. Pao says, this is why liability on your homeowner's insurance is so important. This does happen. There you go. Listen to Pao. Listen to Pao. Liability on your homeowner's insurance is important. Says Pao. Pao said it. I read it. Muriga. Yeah, right, Heaven? I'm Muriga. No, the world is upside down, says Patricia. Deb says, that is crazy. He was doing something illegal. Right, but you see, this is why I tell you guys, this is a good example. You remember, I keep telling you, there's a big difference between law and morals. He was doing something wrong, but according to the law, not as illegal as what happened because of the liability of the school and him falling through. So, legally speaking, he won. Morally, no. But the law is different from morals sometimes. Jody, I don't know if it was in Texas or not. It was a long time ago it happened, but you can Google the story. It's still online. Hi, Caroline Steele. Good morning to the UK. Heaven says, I keep watching traveling vlogs. I want out so bad. No, I cannot watch traveling vlogs. They cause anxiety. I was talking about that in the last live stream. He was on their property, on their, Heaven, it was a public school, I think, not a private school. So government property, technically, right? Or partially? I don't know. Lanfari, no, you can't really set traps for the thieves. I mean, if you announce it, I don't know how it works. Like if you say on the building, like if you try to enter this building, there are traps set. So like you've warned a person, so technically you're not liable anymore if something happens. I don't know how that works legally. I'm not a lawyer, so I have no clue if that would work, if that would help. If you would like announce it, booby trapped. This place is booby trapped. Enter at your own risk. But then what if the person can't read? Or what if your warning sign, like booby trapped, is only on one side of the building, but not on the other side, and the person tried to enter from the other side, so they did not see your warning sign. So they could again claim that the warning sign was not visible enough for them because it was dark and it wasn't illuminated. So they could sue again. There's always loopholes, you guys. Paul says it's a civil issue and anyone can sue anyone else, whether it's moral or not. People suck. Oh, yeah, morality has nothing to do with law at the end of the day. You can still get sued even if you have signs or even if you get people to sign a liability waiver. Cha. If I say same with the attention dog sign. Yeah, it's almost like the system is built to enable criminals to constantly weasel their way out through loopholes out of trouble. But then who wants to play fair according to the rules, pay the taxes on time, never try to trick the government or anything? Well, you're screwed, basically. The one who plays according to the rules are made to make the fair player lose the game. So you got to kind of be shrewd, you got to be streetwise, you got to be street smart, you got to know how to wiggle your way through the loopholes, you got to know how to work the system, right? In other words, in an ideal world, the system would be made to enable fair citizens to live and thrive. But instead, who's thriving? Not the regular, not your average Joe. The average Joe is not thriving, honey. You know. Oh yeah, I haven't. The Supreme Court changing the law for Miss Thing. Um, Polly Hester sent me a picture that was so hilarious. It's some Mexican bakery created the clam, the clam sweets, conchas, and the conchas were like baked. They're like that kind of sandy skin tone color, a little bit orange, and then they're dipped in a red color, and they call them Trump's ears. This is so bad. Las orejas. Yeah, Palihesta, you sent it to me. And it's not a meme. It's actually a bakery actually made them for sale, and And not just to make fun of him, but some people were buying it in support. Like, yes, I have the ear. This is the world we live in. It's I don't know. And people do take it very seriously, of course, as we should, because, our lives depend on who's the next president. But at the same time, I don't want to allow this peer pressure to ruin my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to live in this constant anxiety, and I don't want to live in this constant fear of like what's coming next, because if I live in the constant fear about what's coming next, then I'm not going to live now. I don't want to waste my time now. You know, like what comes, and we'll deal with it as we always have. We are survivors. We deal with what comes. But I'm not going to now already sacrifice my existence and my happiness out of fear of, well, this might happen next year. You got to live in the moment. Yeah. Carpe diem, but not just like the type of carpe diem that people tell you, like, oh, yeah, just like destroy yourself, be a rag. No, like enjoy the moment. Also find pleasant things that make you happy. Stuff that makes you happy. I don't know, like in my case, Chanel. Or watching a cool TV show, eating some good food, spending time with friends and people I love, snuggling up underneath my electric blanket that heats me up and keeps me all warm, like stuff like that. And really, seriously, you guys, I don't know, but I have minimized my expectations. Not that I'm like I'm not saying I don't care about anything. I do care. I care deeply, but I'm just happy with, yeah, Rich Mitch, Marc Jacobs nails make me happy. They do. I something silly like that, to go onto Marc Jacobs' Instagram account and just see him completely spaced out in his ginormous garden, just doing for like 3 minutes on one video, and I'm just like hypnotized, and it makes me happy. Um, yeah, he makes me very zen. Yeah. Very low expectations, and just like I was really happy the other day because for a year I was looking for this particular nail polish. Do you remember in the last live stream I showed you? And it is kind of an 80s color. I have it here, Revlon. Beautiful color. It's called Extravagant. And the quality is great. It's not chipping. And I've been doing a lot with these nails since I put it on like 3-4 days ago. I mean, it's starting to slowly peel, but it's okay. I'm not really being very careful with them, but they still look amazing. If this was Chanel, it would have chipped days ago, you guys. And super happy that I found it finally, because it's so difficult to find this color. I don't know. Really hard to find it. It still looks good, right? All things considered. Still looks really, really nice. Debbie says that bottle will be good 20 years later, right? I used the dry in a minute Sally Hansen tip coat, and this is also dry in a minute or two. They do look still good after all this time, right? So anyway, oh, you have had Revlon that long? No, it's amazing. Plus, I love how it smells. Tja, not me inhaling nail polish on camera. This is the poverty. The poverty. We have sunk that low. The little happy moments in life, getting high on nail polish. Like this is where we're at. 2024. 2024. No, kids are not inhaling glue anymore, honey. Kids are not inhaling glue. They're inhaling $6 nail polish. Don't do it, by the way. Don't you dare do it. My daughter loves the white frosty Revlon one. Oh, yeah. And there's another, again, the Marilyn Monroe color, Cherries in the Snow. Cherries in the snow. Yes, Patricia, I can get in and out of bed without help finally. Big progress for me. Oh, congratulations, Paul. That's good to hear. Talking about nail polish, I got the new limited edition Chanel one, and it's great. The most perfect iridescent pink. And also, it doesn't chip like my other Chanel nail polishes, but does it have the brush that Revlon has? Because, honey, this is where it's at. This brush, this applicator is so perfect. When I apply Chanel nail polish, I have nail polish all over my finger. With this brush, I had no residue anywhere. It's just, look, you see how thin it is on one side and then like that. It's just perfection. This brush, this is the shape and the density of the brush that I'm talking about. It's just that good. Heaven, I have tried the Hermes lip balm. It's okay, but not worth the money in my opinion. But it smells really nice. But very expensive. And I mean, the color, yeah, if you're into that stuff, you know. Yeah, Holotaco is more expensive, but similar brush, right? Oh, Debbie reminds you of me and Jesse. Yeah, Jesse and I at Revlon. Yeah, and actually, Val, we had a what store was it? Something in Melbourne, like a drugstore. It was like a CVS. No, not a. What's it called? The Melbourne version of a CVS, and they had a huge wall full of Revlon products. By the way, not sponsored. I bought this myself. Thank you very much. What was the name of the store? And they had a huge wall of Revlon lipsticks, nail polishes, foundations, powders. Oh, Chemist Warehouse. Thank you, Vel. You remember we went there together. You bought a ton of nail polishes that day as well. We both bought nail polishes, lipsticks, all of the colors that Marilyn Monroe used to use. And then there was another really good one with like it was kind of a brown orangey hue lippy, very 50s, very 50s. Loved that one so much. And then I made a whole video live stream where I was kind of putting all that stuff on, a lot of fun. And then I bought a wig and I dressed up like Laura Palmer. We'll go. You know. Cinnamon says, I was curious about the Hermes brushes. I think that they are the only ones that are not synthetic. Oh, really? Are they real hair? Yes, whenever I wear Divine, I think of you. Oh, Val, my love. Those were the days. Divine is a good color. We all wore the wigs, Debbie. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I still have the wigs, but I shut the front door. I know. I was just telling Jesse the other day, 2 years ago, I was in Melbourne. I cannot fathom. I cannot fathom. It feels like it was yesterday. Seriously, you guys, I feel like it was yesterday. Like how did the time 2 years? And actually literally 2 years because the premiere of the movie of Art Lovers Unite, the world premiere of Art Lovers Unite was at the Melbourne Documentary Festival on the 28th of July, 2022. Oh my God, is that today? Shut the front door. Today. Oh, was it on the 29th, Val? Oh, 29th? Oh, okay, 29th. Okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be 2 years. I cannot believe. Happy anniversary, Jacob, Patrick, and Viv. Thank you, Debbie. And Vivian was still alive when we premiered. And Vel, do you remember what I said at the presentation of the movie? After the movie, for the Q&A, I said, you guys, this movie seems like a little moment with Vivian, whatever, but I'm like, in a historical context, she's alive now, but she's not going to be with us forever. Remember I said that? And that was in July, and she passed away in December. 29th of July, I said that. 29th of December, she passed away. Coincidentally, on Patrick's birthday. So we'll go. That was a doozy. Yes, Heaven, Vivian was still alive for the premiere. And Vivian was also alive for the European premiere in Barcelona at the Barcelona Film Festival. And she was still alive. That was in November. The European premiere was in November. And then she passed away in December. And then in February, we had the Berlin premiere, which was kind of like our goodbye to Vivian. And a lot of her co-workers from London flew into Berlin to be together for the kind of funeral. Yeah. It's very, very sad, Hi, Natasha. How's it going, sweetie? I live. Hi. How's it going? Polly Hester, her entire team watched the movie. She had a DVD of the movie. She had to approve the movie. She had to sign the permission for us to show the movie. So I did not sit down with her to watch the movie. So I cannot tell you if she actually sat down to watch it herself or if she entrusted her people to watch it for her. This I don't know. Vel, I completely agree with you. Vel says, I can't believe how quick the time has gone by. A reminder to cherish each day. I completely agree with you. And another thing, I was just thinking today, talking to a friend of mine about life and how quickly it passes. And I said, where do we, because Heaven was talking about it's all a simulation. It feels like we're living in the Matrix, right? And I was thinking, like, how do we, I don't know, I've been wrapping some things up in my life lately, slowing down with things, slowing the consumption, being more thoughtful about things, just, I hope there's still a lot of life to live, but in a way, I'm at peace in many respects with many things. And I was talking to a friend and I said, what happens once you're at peace? Like once you say, okay, well, I've defeated the last level, the final level, but the boss level. Do you die then? Is it over? Is it game over? Like what happens then? It kind of scares me in a way, like to come to a point where, I feel like psychologically I've dealt with my demons. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm kind of almost afraid of happiness because I feel when I admit to myself happiness, then something happens to fuck it up. Either I mess it up for myself or the universe. I don't know. But I'm almost, I always tell you guys, gatekeep your happiness. I always tell you, gatekeep your happiness. But then I also think, gatekeep your happiness from yourself as well. Sibila says the real luxury is to spend time with your family and friends. Yes. And not just because it's luxury, but also because spending time with friends and family it's a pure form of energy. It feeds you. It nourishes you. It's the time you spend with friends and family is a time in which you are whole. You are one. It's a beautiful, beautiful, fulfilling feeling of unity, of almost being one with the universe. Of course, granted, you have good friends and a family that loves you and that you love in return, obviously. But of course, I always say time is the greatest luxury. And Cecilia Brown, I agree with you. But I'm working so hard on being chill and I can't have a constant pit in my tummy. Yeah, you gotta let it go. Yeah. Hi, Shop Queen. Just logging on to this. Something sad happened? No, no, no. Nothing sad happened. I'm just, contemplating life. Hi, Rosana Navarro. How's it going, my love? My kids, but they're in their own world. Well, people grow up. Kate Moore says, I talked about the same stuff with my therapist lately. Once you're in peace, there is something that F it up, right? Hi, Kate, by the way. And there's something, hi, Bro Gardner. There's something that, but then my friend said, oh, well, but once the game is over here, a new game begins somewhere else. Let it lucha. Thank you so much, sweetie.
Let It Loose donated $10. It's a gift to value life and the soul journey the way you do. I always say I'm aware that I'm grateful, and I'm grateful that I'm aware.
Oh, thank you. So well put. Hit it, Bubbles. Oh, the timing is so delicious. I love it when the timing is right. And hi, Aish. Good morning. And to me, the time we spend together also in the fashion bunker and the live streams is also amazing. I know most of us don't know each other in real life. We're not like blood related family, but it feels like a family. And I'm noticing this because, yes, sure, it's wonderful to always see, hi, BB, new faces, new profile pictures and new names. Discovering the fashion bunker. Hi, Kari. And it's great to see new people arrive to the fashion bunker. But also, I've been around on YouTube for 10 years, and it's amazing. Oh, Rosanna, thank you so much.
Rosanna Navarro donated $15. Glad to catch the live.
Hit it, Bubbles. Thank you so much, sweetie. And I wanted to say that there's a lot of people that keep returning. We have our so-called usual suspects when we're together here, and it's a very, 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 very special energy being connected. I feel at peace when I'm live streaming. I have always anxiety before I start live streaming, but then when it begins, I don't know, I feel right. Hi, Eddie Lagro. Oh, Claremont Twink on Instagram, if you remember. Yes, I remember you. Of course I do. How's it going? Polyhesta says, the only reason I have accomplished anything that happened in my life is because of my family, both blood and those I've chosen for myself. Especially in the gay community, there's a lot of talk about the family that we choose for ourselves. And it's really important to know that family is not just blood. Family is, it's an energy. Mm. And remember I said this a couple of years ago, how our great, 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 great ancestors, how they would pass on knowledge and heritage and wisdom and stories of the past to future generations. We would all sit around a campfire. Imagine a beautiful flame and the warmth emanating from that flame, and we're all sitting around in a circle around the flame in nature. And the eldest and wisest would chant and sing or tell the tales of the family or tribe or whatever you want to, whatever terminology you want to use that's not politically incorrect, to transcend that knowledge and wisdom and memory to the new generation. And I long for that always. I am hungry for that type of feeling and energy, and that type of sharing of wisdom and experience. And we have lost our connection to nature for the most part. We have lost our connection to our roots and the heritage of, our ancestors. But this is where I think there is hope within social media. If social media is utilized in the correct way, then what we have right here, right now, is our campfire. This camera that's between you and me, or this screen, this monitor that's between you and me, that's our flame. The internet is allowing us to all sit together in one circle and tell each other stories and share information, exchange energy, exchange the wisdom. So social media can be used for good. It can be used to build up energy, to build up community, to build up the synapsi in our brains, because we are social creatures at the end of the day. No matter how much we like to also be alone, we also are by nature social creatures, and we want to connect to others. Okay. And when we manage to connect in real life, it's also beautiful, but there's also this virtual life that thankfully our technology allows us and enables us to do, because think about it, if we didn't have the internet, how would we even know of each other? One is in Australia, one is in China, one is in India, one is in France, one is in America, one is in Mexico, one is in Brazil, one is in New Zealand, one is in Alaska, one is in the North Pole, one is in India. Chances are we would have never met, but the internet tore apart the physical distance between people. The internet helped also build up ideological distances between people. That's what politicians use. You see, it's a tool. The politicians use the internet as a tool to create divisiveness, to separate. Because why? Because it's in the interest of a politician to divide and then conquer. It's easier to conquer once we're divided. If we're united, nobody stands a chance against us. Nobody. And I mean nobody. And if that nobody manages to divide us, then that nobody becomes the somebody who becomes a dictator one day of the people that they managed to divide and then conquer. Hi, Blonde and Chatty. How's it going? Cecilia Brown says, yes, Fashion Bunker became a regular weekly fixture now. Simon Rose says, I'm happy not... wait, I don't know this. What do you mean? I'm happy not bit. I have my problem. I think that to struggle and pain are part of happiness. Oh, the other option is not to be alive, and I prefer to suffer rather than not being here. Well, life is pleasure and pain. You would never feel pleasure if you never felt pain. You would never feel happiness if you never felt sadness. You need the opposite in order to be able to feel anything. You would not know happiness if you didn't know sorrow. You wouldn't be able to feel happiness if you didn't know the opposite. Because otherwise you would always be happy. You would always be in a constant state of euphoria. And if you're in a constant state of euphoria, at a certain point it becomes normalized and it's no longer special. And if it's no longer special, it's just your regular routine every day. And you're not going to value it anymore or treasure it because it's a given. You know? So it's really important to also understand that sometimes the pain is necessary in order to feel the pleasure, and the sadness is necessary to also feel the happiness. Loss is necessary to rejoice in the gain. And this is also one of the other explanations as to why they say that opposites attract. They don't just mean in character traits of human beings, but also in energies. Opposites attract. BB says, you kept me going during the candy cane. You have no idea how I needed that. I'm so glad we got through it together, BB. Hi, Sheridan F. Big heart to you too. Hi, Karen B. Hello, everyone. I just joined the bunker. I'm so glad you did. I think I'm a newbie here, Lola, about 1.5 years. Yeah, I haven't. You're still very young in the bunker. 1.5 years is a very short time, right? Like-minded people, 5 foot nothing. Exactly. Brenda says exactly is soul family. And also soul food, right? We feel invigorated and lighthearted after the shows are over. It's a special moment to unite, you know? My gay cousin was my best friend since I was 5, says Heaven. He was everything to me. Then he had a mental breakdown and he doesn't speak to anyone. I miss him so much. We were stuck together. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Heaven. Is he getting help though? Is there hope that he will exit the breakdown, the mental breakdown again? I hope so. We were the tribe, Debs. The tribe. Well, we are. We are. Thanks, Eddie. Eddie says, doing amazing. Thank you. Bummed to catch the live this late, but I'll be rewatching when it ends. Yeah, you can, rewind it when it ends. You can start all over again. Aisha says, hey, Kari. Hey, Terry, my loves. Han Solo, how's it going? Good morning, Fashion Bunker from Central Europe. Just picked up our McDonald's breakfast and ready to enjoy the show. Oh my gosh, enjoy. I'm so jelly. What I would give for a McMuffin. Okay. Sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. The death of me. No. You see, the little things in life. Sausage, cheese, egg McMuffin. There is nothing better from McDonald's, in my opinion, than that. That is my nirvana. That is my personal nirvana. Okay, that junk food reaches an extra level of pleasure in the sausage, cheese, egg McMuffin. Illuminated. Just saying. Lanfari says, Jacob coming up with the concept of the social gene on a Sunday morning is peak internet. We'll go. The simulation brought me here, says Heaven. You see? Yeah, the Matrix sometimes does its job the way it should. Oh, A says, I'm from Bahrain, Middle East, the Gulf precisely. Well, welcome to the Middle East, darling. Hello. And Blonde and Chatty. Oh, wait, hold on. Blonde and Chatty. Oh, sorry. The chat's just like jumped on me. Oh, I'm good, thanks. Lovely to see you all again and catch Elysium. I'm glad you're with us, Blonde and Chatty. Heaven says his orange last comment was Christians go out and vote. Oh, yeah, I know. Terrible. Karen says, And it's like, I'm not one of you, but if you go and vote, you won't have to vote ever again because I'll be here forever and ever and ever, 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 ever. Oh, that was so funny. I mean, cuckoo AF, cuckoo AF. Nay says, I've been so much happier being in live streams with you guys than scrolling on Instagram. You just need to find the right platform or way to use it. I get anxiety on Instagram personally. I got anxiety the other day on TikTok. Oh, Han Solo, thank you so much, sweetie. Mwah.
Han_solo 2001 donated $20. For your next sausage McMuffin.
Thank you so much for the McMuffin. Hit it, Bubbles. Oh, man, thank you so much. You know what? I will get a McMuffin with the dough. Yes, I will. And I will eat it in your honor and your wifey. Polyhesta, true. Go ask all the LA bottoms. First pain, now there are turned into a puppet. Are you typing with your toes or with your fingers, Pally? What are you saying? What are you saying? I am confusion. Hi, NJ Creates. How's it going? True Deco problem is so much of the content is empty and vapid and just time wasting. This is what makes a debunker special. That makes a fun, depth, details, passion for the things talked about. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Sibylla says, yes, you have all these millionaire people living a hedonistic life, but lonely and unfulfilled. Very lonely. And the unaliving rate, when one unalives oneself, in the rich spheres is quite high. You would think, oh, all the money in the world, why aren't you happy? I'm not happy. And the problem is, when you are unhappy but got all the money in the world, you got nothing to aspire to. So that void is terrible because you have nothing to prove to anybody because you have all the money in the world. If you are in poverty, okay, and you are unhappy, at least you have that thing. Well, when I get a little bit of money, I can buy something to get the illusion of being happy. I get a little endorphin kick for a second, and then I run out of money again, and then I wait to get more money, and then I buy something else again, and it's kind of, at least you have that when you don't have a lot of money. But when you have a lot of money, you can't play that illusion. You can't go shop and feel better about yourself because you have unlimited access to money, which means that money no longer triggers the endorphins once you purchase something. You buy a bag at Chanel, you buy a Birkin. If $20,000 become a $1 thing for you because you have that much money, okay, you'll feel nothing buying these products. It's not going to be special. It's not going to give you that kick, like a drug, like a dopamine kick. It just won't. And this is why a lot of rich people that have this depression, that have this emptiness inside of them, and the money doesn't help them because they can buy as much as they want, but they're not going to get their fix of endorphins because the money is not, it's not a limit. It's not a limitation. It doesn't put a block to them. And, they don't have to kind of overcome a hurdle in order to get their next fix. There is no hurdle. The money just flows. And that's why it doesn't help anymore. It doesn't help them anymore. Oh, Terry, you've been here for about 5 years. We are the day cult now, says Debbie. Oh, we used to be a tribe, now we're the cult. I am a queen. Or who said that? Let me go up. We'll go. Oh, Sylvia. Yes, queen. Heaven says he's a whole new person, like QAnon, which doesn't make sense. Oh, okay, yeah. He moved back home with mom at 50. He was super independent and so funny. So something happened, like a chemical imbalance in the brain, or was it more like he got convinced by somebody else to believe in other stuff? Because you never know, people change sometimes. Not for the better. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning to you too, sweetie. Evan says, I'm so hungry. Nothing like a New York City bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Jess says, and add the hash brown too. Yes, for good measure. For good measure. But I can also, I can be humble. I can be humble. I can also, I can just be happy with a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. Let's not be, you know, too greedy about this. The scent of McDonald's ham makes me projectile vomit. Oh, really, Sylvia? No, not me. I'm very happy to smell it. Oh, man. Oh, your favorite too? 5 foot nothing? Fabulous. Hold on, I'm scrolling. What's happened? Hi, Robbie Lorraine. Sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit or McGriddle. Biscuit. For me, it's the McMuffin at the moment. Yeah. Biscuit, not a fan of it. It's too floury, like flour, like doughy in my mouth. My guilty pleasure is the McDonald's breakfast roll, mini cottage loaf shaped soft roll with egg, bacon, and sausage. Oh, way to go, Blunt and Chatty. That's like maybe some UK special. The best thing about McDonald's is McDonald's breakfast. I agree. And that is the sausage egg McMuffin. You truly have taste. That's the one, babes. I'm telling ya. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Have you guys tried a homemade sausage egg? Yes, I have. Long ago, my ex forgot a sausage McMuffin in his jacket. 1 week after, it was still good to eat. That scared me. Really? That is creepy. But yeah, they never rot. They're completely pumped with chemicals, I know. Pau says, I'm currently obsessed with vegan cinnamon rolls from a nearby shop. I often have, believe it or not, they're vegan cinnamon rolls from IKEA. Did you know? The cinnamon rolls at IKEA are vegan, actually. Those delicious cinnamon rolls are vegan. I was shook. Shook. The pancake breakfast, though, will keep us running for it to McDonald's, says Rosanna Navarro. Oh, you like the pancake breakfast? Oh my God, I'm so hungry. Money, I get miserable until I'm paid. Then it's a cycle all over again. Yeah, classic. Classic. Why is the chat stopped? We should never underestimate how lucky we are that the bunka is so interactive as much as must take a lot of planning as it is like having a conversation. It really takes a lot of planning on my end and also a lot of technical construction and timing as well. Yeah. Munyamo says, if you are really rich, what really makes you miserable is the feeling that you can't live forever. This is the obsession of the wealthy people eternity. Because there you go. We're back to what I said years ago. Biggest luxury is time. And once your time is up, it's up. No money in the world can pay to buy you time. No. Well, not yet, at least, because science doesn't allow it yet. We haven't found a way to live forever yet, right? Well, maybe we have. Maybe they don't want to release it. Who knows? And maybe we do live forever. Once you pass away, who says you're completely gone? Maybe you just begin again somewhere else. Think about it. Oh, Heaven is like, I'm buying a new perfume next week, damn it, and saving for a new, well-used car. Fabulous. Oh, the cult of the bunka. Yes. Brenda says, humans, we can never be fully satisfied in earthly terms, but only inwards. The higher self, source, God, universe. The higher, like spirituality in general, because not everybody believes in God, and that's okay too. But you believe in an energy, right? In some form of cosmic energy, which is bigger than us, but we are a part of it. It's all one big. It's all one big McMuffin. Shop Queen says, I'm not rich like that, but I have already been experiencing this for some time. Buying doesn't bring me joy, but I still do it. It's bad. Not proud of it. Quick rush for 2 seconds. Yeah. For most of us, it's like that, but we're trying to heal from that. That's why I'm also saying, like, I'm trying to find ways to buy less, to feel more satisfied with what I have. And that's why I made that video about the vitrines, and they really help a ton, really. Oh, Debbie, you got English muffins? Mm-hmm. You got 2 muffins, all right. Biscuits can be so good when they're flaky. If they're done right, heaven, but I don't like biscuits. Really, Polly Hesta, you haven't been to McDonald's in a decade? You're living way too healthy. Way too healthy. But good for you. Yes, Pao, IKEA has vegan cinnamon rolls. I'm shooketh and will need to go. Yes, they don't say on the package that they are vegan. But when you flip and you read the ingredients and you see what's in them, there's no milk. Okay? There is no dairy. And there's no meat, of course. I mean, of course, if you, some vegans don't accept sugar. And if you don't eat sugar, I know sugar doesn't come from animals, but sugar is like considered deemed like sourced in an unethical way, blah, blah, blah. So some vegans deem sugar to not be vegan. So that's why I think the cinnamon rolls are not vegan. But if it's just about animal protein of any kind, the IKEA cinnamon rolls, at least the ones, the formula sold in the States has no animal derived products in it. Allegedly. Money cannot buy love or true friendship. No. Brooke, definitely not. Yeah, no. Oh, thank you, Jess. Thank you. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you. And I'm grateful that you guys are all here too, because I mean, hey, what will go, will go. Cinnamon roll. Everybody's talking about you, baby. You are a vegan cinnamon roll. But yeah. Oh, I buy those IKEA cinnamon rolls. Vegan. Okay, good. Less guilt. Yeah, right, Rosanna? My dad was Wiccan. He believed in reincarnation. Think there's something to it. Possibly. I mean, who knows, right? And not necessarily reincarnation on this planet, maybe in some other realm, existence, planet. It's the force, right, Debbie? It's the force, the energy. The funny thing is that I never ate a cinnamon roll in my life. It's a cinnamon roll, but you call yourself cinnamon roll. Cha. No bite challenge is the way to go, says A. I mean, I don't want to be extremist in any way, shape, or form. I never want to do like, extremely this. No, everything in moderation is fine, I feel. Shopping my closet, says Shop Queen. Yeah, finding the forgotten, it's been helping. Yeah, LOL, no, give me the sugar, says Paul. Polyester, I also haven't eaten red or pork probably for longer than a decade. Really? No red meat? So you only eat chicken? Cha. No, I couldn't just live off of chicken. It's funny, I didn't buy real butter until I was like 40. My generation was raised on that fake crap. Oh, I can't believe it's not butter. Butter spray. Chicken and fish. I love chicken. I love fish. I love red meat. Love vegan food as well. Love vegetables. Love fruits.
Butter.
Really, I mean, there's very little that I don't like to eat, There you go. Yeah, we just love food. And on that note, time for some food. It's been 3 hours, and it's been 3 hours of the pre-show as well. I want to say thank you to the mods for keeping us safe. Hit it, Bubbles.
A special thanks to the mods in the fashion bunker. Debbie, it's a sultry Asian, Nicole, Gloria, and Terry. Bubbles loves you.
Brooke is like, I love how people are so certain of something. We have no way to know what happens after, of being certain about it, as if what happens after we die, like enough to argue about it. There's no need to argue. Remember the song from the Cranberries? No need to argue any. Oh man, how much I love the Cranberries. Anyway, there's no need to argue. The beauty of human beings is that, and yes, I do believe this is a beauty, free will. Free will. And we choose to believe. And there's something really beautiful about. No, Shop Queen, Sinead O'Connor, may she rest in peace, but she wasn't from the Cranberries. We choose. And and that's the beauty of it. You don't need proof. But you don't need proof. It's a choice you make. Yeah, Dolores O'Riordan. Yeah, that's the singer of from the Cranberries. And the same. You also choose to buy a luxury product. It has a meaning to you, and to somebody else it doesn't. It's a choice. It's like faith. And that faith that we have, that we carry, the hope that we have and that we carry, we choose where to place that hope. We choose where to place that faith. We choose where to place the belief. And it's so fascinating to me to see where everybody chooses to place their hopes, their belief, and their dreams. And everybody has a reason. Everybody will tell you why they have their faith in a certain place, why they have their hopes in a certain place. And actually, everybody's story is really amazing. Of course, it might not be the type of place you would put your hope into or your belief into. But nevertheless, when we learn to listen and understand what other people are dreaming of and hoping for, it becomes really beautiful because it enriches us as well to get to know what others believe in. It's a beautiful thing, really. Brooke says people should be able to believe what they want, and we don't need to be so certain that our beliefs are correct and better than others' beliefs. I think what you're trying to say is like, don't push your belief onto others. Like, you do you, boo, I'll do me, right? Exactly. But the beauty for me is to get to know other people's beliefs, to understand them, how they tick, what makes them believe in a certain thing. I love to learn those things instead of closing myself down and saying, no, this is what I believe in, and F you, I don't want to hear anything. That's silly. That doesn't let us grow. We can only grow if we actually open up to others and listen what they have to say. Am I right? Can I get a we'll go up in here? Hit it, Bubbles. We'll go. We're flying. Hey, hold on. Look at my wings. Spread your wings and fly. Fly, 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 fly. And then, of course, we also have the live-in ferret because, I mean, at this point, we talk about life and death and the things. It's been a week. The whole week I've been pondering, existence and stuff. Ah, terrible. The depths. Live-in ferret.
I'm living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
So philosophical. I know, Heaven. We went there today. What can I say? Some live streams we stay really superficial and all we talk about is cheap, ratchet, dirty sex. And then some other live streams like today, we're talking about the universe and where we're going next. Where have we been? What will go, will go. And speak of Jesus and Mahora appeareth. Die and ferret next.
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret.
Well, what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? We all end up being obsessed with something. Obsessed next.
I am obsessed. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Oh.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. And my choreography of my best dance is a light years better than the starlets trying to sing in French. I'm like, girl, stick to your Russian Italian accent. As bad as it was still better than your French. Maybe she inhaled too many feathers while she was trying to sing in French. Anyway, so what was we talking about? Heaven is like, who, Tamara? No, Heaven, not Tamara. Somebody else. Somebody a little bit bigger than her. What was the other song?
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Oh my God, who threw the shade? Cinnamon Roll. I love you. Next movie will be about Edith Piaf, and the starlet is gonna be Edith Piaf in the movie because like she proved herself on the staircase singing in French. She's like, look, I can do this. I can do this, you guys. I can be Edith Piaf in French and all. Y'all, I can do that. You know, Catherine Tate in her skit, when she's like the translator and she doesn't speak any language but English, but then she lies that she can translate in every language. And then she makes fun of every culture and every language in the boardroom, in the meeting room, because she has to translate the business meeting to Chinese, to Spanish, Italian, French. Oh my God, that skit, it's on YouTube. Check it out. Catherine Tate, the translator. Catherine Tate, I can do that. Go look it up. Love Catherine Tate. And everything to rewatch. Wait, what? Ring. What happened? There's a telephone call? What? Oh, it's very not politically correct, Sheridan, but those were the days when comedy was free to piss everybody off. Oh my God, Mahora, the starlet is going to play Emmanuel Macron. No, she's going to play his wife. I love her too, Stanley. Yeah, Catherine Tate is amazing. I asked which emoji for Listen Linda, so people use the phone. Oh, gotcha, Heaven. Like that fake translator at Mandela. Oh my God. Really? The sign language translator at the Mandela thing, and then she was like doing this, and then like only like 2 days later, they're like, she's an imposter. Like they're like, what do you mean? She wasn't doing sign language? Like, no, she was not doing sign language. Like, who hired her? I loved Little Britain as well. Oh, Catherine Tate, Heaven, you're going to love her. But Catherine Tate, she got a role in The Office, in the US version of The Office. So maybe you know her from there. Hi, Hanky Panda. Yes, yes, was watching it yesterday like a million times. Always a good laugh to Cecilia Brown, right? Yeah, Little Britain is something. Are you ready to sing cha cha cha? Can you do that? Yeah, you can do that. Yes. Are you Catherine Tate? Yes, you are. Okay. So Baby Yoda is Catherine Tate. And as Catherine Tate, he's going to he's look how giddy he is. He's ready for it. He wants to sing cha cha cha. Baby Yoda as Catherine Tate. Hit it, Baby Yoda.
Ciao, 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 ciao.
Yeah, where did I go? Where did I go? Where did I go? I don't know. He's still in his puberty phase, you know. He's like 52 years old now, but he's still puberty. Actually, prepubescent, I want to say. You never know. Sometimes he's moody. Sometimes he slams the door to his little prim. He's in a prim with a door. He slams the door. He's pissed off. I don't know why. You know. He's very in his goth phase, goth era Baby Yoda. You know, he's listening to dark music and he's just like very Darth Vader vibes at the moment. You know, Cecilia's like, I want to see his lovely face. Yeah, he's green, invisible. He's Predator Baby Yoda. You can't really see it. You can only see his eyeballs. Look at that. If you make shadow, no, he's too green. You can see his ears. And that's all you can see. You can see the nose. Boop, boop, boop. There's the nose. No, it's impossible. I'm trying to make him, because if he, well, at least you can see it now because there's no green. What the hell is this? Michael Myers, Baby Yoda. Did we just invent something new here? Hold on. I have to make a little hole for the eyes. Oh my God, Baby Yoda, you're so creepy. What the hell? This looks so creepy. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh wow, look at this. Michael Myers, Baby Yoda. Yes. What will go, will go. Yay. He's like, where did I go? Where did I go? The Mummy Yoda, Mummy Baby Yoda. Yeah. Well, at least we get to see him. He's no longer zombie Baby Yoda. Is this going to be your costume for Halloween? Yeah. Yoda the Slash. Ah, is that something? Look at a little something, something. We have to find a way to tighten the side so that it stays on somehow. Cha. This is so ratchet. Oh, there you go. It stays on a little bit. Wow, Baby Yoda. I mean, creepy. The eyeballs. Yeah, with the eyeballs. Cha. Okay. Oh, he's like, I'm done. Baby Yoda, here. You want flowers? You want flowers? No? You gone? All right. Well, I hope you had fun today, you guys. You know, I hope you have a wonderful paint him in rouge noir, cha. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, a great beginning of the new week, and hopefully I'll see you all next week. I'm not so sure if next week I'm streaming on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Can't remember. Tuesday, yeah. Next live stream is going to be on Tuesday, you guys. Sign that up in your calendars. We're going to try to do Tuesday instead of Wednesday next week because I have some errands to run on Wednesday. So set your clocks on Tuesday. Well, clocks, I don't know what time. As you know, we never know. But Tuesday. Tuesday is the live stream next week. We're going to kind of do it one day earlier. Have a great Sunday, you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you for being with us in the show, the Fashion Bunker show, the Muppet show, really. And until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Bye.